And let me double check and make sure it is going on Twitch.
Can I be completely honest with y'all?
No.
The stream has started.
Well, I mean, it wasn't anything bad. I was gonna say low key, I'm more excited to get a picture of Cassandra since I've had that character since I was like in college. Because she started off as a book character. So I'm kind of low key excited about it. That's all.
I'm being
Josh the Hooman streaming.
Yep, and just so you know, Pharaoh, just to be ominous, I just posted in the Trousers of Luani as a picture of Jack Sparrow going, "Drink up me hearties, yo-ho," and they're also starting to go.
I know, they all get so scared.
They get shook so easily, and it's fucking great.
They were so, oh my god, did I tell you about the day I scared the shit out of them because I thought Leah was gonna be Droznia, and I was like, you should be scared, because I too am terrified of this character, and then Leah goes, Carly, I know who you think I'm gonna be, but I'm actually being Mia. And I was like, you little fucking troll.
For now.
Like, I've told them they don't have anything to worry about.
For now.
So Leah's actually gonna come as she's gonna come back as Drazia later for a different arc in Luani.
Then they should be scared.
But I haven't told him.
Like, that was some hostile shit, yo. And I don't vibe that. Like, that is some Eli Roth bullshit. And I'm not okay.
They don't trust me because of Storm. And they were like, ooh, make me hurt, daddy. And I was like, all right. They call me Dungeon Daddy.
Like, she could be a like mommy, and I was like, oh, you don't even know what I'm planning yet. And then they were like, and I was like, she's gonna go full Les,
which
I'm excited about.
Carly and I need to talk about that because I need to send her the doc so she can come on the doc and see what the first thingy is, but I can't give it all away because we are streaming and I don't know if we're live.
I was gonna say we are live.
Yeah, I can't say anything.
Never mind.
Never mind.
I like how it can just vanish.
You guys keep glitching in and out, and I'm like, so when are they gonna realize?
Well, we just don't have a green screen.
I don't have a green screen either.
I was about to say Josh don't got a green screen. His is just pristine looking.
Mine is
You're
a
just a perfect child, aren't you, Joshua?
Yeah, Josh. What the
Lame.
fuck?
I'm sorry that I've been having a pretty decent day.
No, I'm so somebody has to. If Carly had a really shitty day, it has to be balanced out somehow.
And what better way than with your bestie?
Aw, besties.
Anyways, I think we should start, and we'll start with announcements.
Announcements?
I have one.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Where am I green?
So, as a lot of you know, tomorrow at 7 is going to be the next installment of The Great Poison. Next week, however, is when I would like to try and do episode 1 of the newly rebooted Song of the Wilds. And I know a lot of people have been wanting that.
Josh, could you not have freaking ads on your freaking Twitch?
Then
Thanks.
subscribe.
But that costs money.
$5 a month. I am not a hoarder.
You sounded like that.
I subscribe to Evan's team for $5 a month because I love him.
I mean, you are one of his
groomsmen.
Give me a minute. Yeah.
How
one of those.
Look, okay, it's been an emotional day for me.
Yes, it has. It is understandable.
It just gives me more alcohol.
Oh,
That's how to cope, isn't it?
You're not going anywhere tonight.
That's fair.
Didn't I make? Yeah, they're there.
And I don't know if it's stuck, but I tried to make the ads only 30 seconds because literally you get like a penny per ad. The ads give you like nothing. The subscriptions, that's what brings in. But My announcement is that I had 3 interviews this week. One of them I didn't get the job. However, I heard that the one from yesterday is already calling my professional references. Means that's good. It looks like they want to hire me. And then the one today went well, and they actually, at the very end, I thought it was adorable. They wanted to see my cat at the end. But it looks like I'm getting a call, so I'm going to mute.
I could make it really dirty.
Josh,
Hello,
I
this
was
is
gonna
Josh.
post.
They wanted to see his cat, maybe even buy him dinner.
Yes, hello.
Low hanging
Sorry.
fruit.
Yeah, I know. I was like, but it's not even worth it.
Yes.
Okay. Leah, quick question for you. How many items did you say that we could have?
Send me a list of
The one I applied to
rare,
was, I apologize.
one very
This is in
rare,
the middle of something, so my brain just
one
shut down. It's
sorry,
it
two
was
uncommon.
yes, it is.
Okay.
One
let's see
rare.
here. The one I
Okay.
applied to. Let me just pull
One
up the
very
email so I can get the
rare,
name
and one
correct.
legendary.
Okay.
So that would
Only-
be 2 green,
I
one
apologize.
blue,
it is
one
the end of
purple,
the
and
day.
one
It's
orange.
been a long
Gotcha,
week
I'm
at my
only
job-
missing the
at my
orange
work
one.
right now, so my
So
brain's
I
a
will take
little
a
shot.
screenshot
No
of
worries.
that, and I will send it to you, and I will
It
find
happens.
the orange one.
The one I applied to was.
I won't.
Yeah, don't equip anything yet. Send
Got
me a
it.
list of what you
It
want.
was the
I will unquick
APS Social Service Specialist 3.
those.
I need to make a list.
Girl.
Gotcha. Okay.
Can these items be magical?
Yes.
I want
Well,
a scythe.
my question is like, was this
I want a
the
more badass scythe than my
application or the
current
interview? I
scythe.
interviewed at APS
I want a
yesterday.
scythe that like sings to me when I swing it.
Yes.
I want Craven.
Oh, you're about to lop his head clean off.
Oh, I got a
potentially,
cat scratch.
yeah. I'm down. Like, I haven't accepted a job yet, so I'm
Scratch
currently still
fever.
open. Yes. Yes.
Ooh.
Speaking of interviews, I actually
Okay.
have an official second interview or
Mhm.
interview with the hiring manager. It's basically the same job duties that
Gotcha.
I've been doing, but it's with a different company
Mhm.
and it pays more money. So
I'm
yeah.
proud of you.
Perfect. Yeah.
Speaking of announcements,
Mhm.
if everybody can look at the stream, we actually got our
Okay.
like player card thing with all of our players on it, so you guys can see what we look like. It's just down
Mhm.
below us.
It's pretty cool.
If you don't know, I'm
Gotcha.
the blonde one. I'm the
I'm
hot
the
one.
greasy one with the braids.
I'm the guy who looks like he's gonna eat his guitar pick.
Quite literally.
I think he's sexy.
Mhm.
Josh is our
Charlotte is the
dragonborn.
adorable bean.
By the way, Ashlyn, we love you.
I am fully
Yeah.
vaccinated.
Love you.
I'm fully vaccinated and boosted just
Love you.
because, I have an immune deficiency, and then my mom
I'm loved, even though
had
we've
got
only
some
met like one
COVID,
time.
and she
And Josh
it was pretty
was the
bad.
dragon.
Yeah, she still has lung damage
Yes,
He
you
is
are.
the
from
dragon.
it.
The
Yeah.
dirt.
Yeah, so
Oh, my
and her
rings came
immune
today.
system is compromised.
I
so,
bought
I
myself
make
rubber
sure.
rings.
So I wanted to make sure that one, I'm safe, and then
Because
two,
the
she's safe.
gems in my other rings that Ty and
Okay.
Kana bought me scratch my skin, and they scratch on me all the time. And so I was like, you know what? Rubber rings.
You did what my brother and his wife did. They got silicone rings, and they
Yeah.
actually like them a whole lot more.
They're nice. Like they're super like breathable.
Okay.
And stretchy. I can play with them. And I got like a
his engagement ring is like a fidget one. Super cool.
I have a light pink one. I have a marble one. I have a black one, and then Onyx took my other one, which was like dark pink, because that's the one she wanted. And I was like, go for it.
I'm doing items research.
I'm gonna do that after.
Yes, you don't. So couple people might get items, but this will actually, I do believe that this specific
Excuse me.
story will last 2 sessions. So if you don't get it to me tonight, that's okay.
Yeah, just a general description would be
My name tag
helpful
is
since
so
I don't have it up on my computer right now.
It's like a mint green. It's so
that would
good.
be helpful. Yeah.
I can barely see you. You keep going in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do.
Wait, hold on. If I stand really still.
If I just stand here, they won't notice me. I need to send myself.
Yeah.
You took it away from me.
Best friend, I am in D&D right now.
I can take it. You take it away from me. I like your tail.
Me too.
That's pretty.
I like your tail.
Head scratch fever.
If that's not the first inspiration song that Aster sings, I'm gonna cry. Also, is that your guys' ship name? Why is it called Reggie?
Oh, why is your thing Reggie?
Oh, Reggie's
weird.
my character's name in another campaign.
Yeah.
That he plays with all of his voice acting buddies.
No.
I thought they were your voice acting buddies.
No, one of them is a former voice acting buddy. The other people I've never met.
Oh, I apologize. I just assumed. I should not have assumed.
What?
Yeah.
Apparently my best friend is in the stream, but she's like messaging me and I'm confused because I answered out loud. She goes, best friend, I need attention. And I said out loud before I typed it to her, I'm in D&D. And she goes, I know, I see it as I'm on break. I said, I'm in D&D.
Yeah.
What? And she goes, I'm watching the stream right now. Utter confusion.
Best friend supporting best friend.
She's my favorite. She's my best friend of like 13 years.
All right. So we will actually go ahead and start. Yeah, he's on the phone. It's an important phone call. So he is on the phone and he'll come back. He'll turn his camera back on when he's ready. Okay. So we are going to go ahead and start the stream off. Everybody, I would like to welcome you all to Hell Boss. This campaign actually started as a one-shot that a few of us were playing when we all got together over last summer. It only took, 5 sessions to actually, or was it 6, to actually finish it.
Was like 7, but
it's true. I loved the characters so much that I wanted to make more of an actual full campaign out of it. So I did that and came up with Hellbox. So we are going to start off where we left our characters in the last session. In the last session, our characters all got to meet each other for the first time.
No worries. It's perfectly okay.
And everybody, it kind of started off as a bit of a rocky start when, certain wall hanging, in a certain garage, fell off the wall and opened up a hole in the wall to another, into a, certain bookshop, and then there was this, we couldn't quite figure out if he was Australian or British or maybe a little bit of both.
Sorry.
By the way, my name isn't Delilah, it's Helena.
Oh. Yeah, you're the same.
Yeah.
Just the very quiet. Oh,
don't mind us.
Me who spammed Carly. You're Delilah.
I was like, wait, why do I have so many? Oh.
And then on the other end, actually only a little bit further down the block from said shops, there was a large dragonborn who ended up meeting a rather creepy and yet
I can get that.
adorable little vampire child.
Not so far, no.
And when he tried to help her because she seemed to, not have any family or anybody taking care of her, she decided to run away. Luckily, he was able to catch her. And in trying to tie a rope to her backpack, the, mechanic at the auto shop.
I think I
threatened
turned
his life.
in just about everything I had.
Threatened his life. I mean, who wouldn't? What do you think they're kidnapping?
Yeah.
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 So they all got to know each other.
Small girl.
And all. Through getting to know each other a little bit more over a meal and, some really weird dishwashing scene where Helena really wasn't sure on what the heck Shenron was doing cleaning her kitchen.
I have everything in a place.
Can you put this on the charger, please?
There was a mysterious knock at the door. And when they all went to investigate, they met a cute little lion child who, as it happens, was looking for his family.
St. Martin's University.
They found out his name was Stitch, and he lost his family at the carnival just a couple blocks down the street.
Oh my god. There you go.
And when they went to the House of Mirrors,
3.3.
the doors were shut behind them once they went inside.
Overall.
And they heard the voice that said, "Welcome to the House of Mirrors, where no one leaves."
Since you went to the same school, they just
that is where we come back into it.
Whatever your
Ooh, spooky
back GPA, they just continue.
Ooh,
Dude, this is totally awesome. I almost see him as more of like a Ninja Turtle. With his
honestly, it's
mannerisms.
easier if I make him sound like a surfer dude.
History with a
No, but I like him British.
I can't do British. I can't do
I like
British.
him Australian.
We'll go. You go with however you want to. I love the surfer dude thing just because it fits his mannerisms so much.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Ty's in my video, so I have to be my profile picture.
Sexy photo. Who is that?
I work.
That's my
I'd
family.
say with the parents and counseling.
Oh my
I
God.
learned many kind of counseling techniques,
That's my
such
dad,
as,
man.
That's my
voice
dad.
therapy and just being, calm and patient.
Woogie, woogie, woogie.
My whole heart.
Trying to tell that sometimes can be
And,
difficult, especially with my
Helena's
job,
just
with
gonna
my
look around and
current,
say, nope,
job.
don't
where,
like that.
like, the last 2.5 years.
Are we all? I have a question. Are we all
Um,
separated, or are we
yeah,
all
they're
in the same room?
adults
Okay.
ages
You are
from
all
I think
currently
I
in the same
split the
room, and
party and I
basically,
ran
like,
ahead.
who are homeless and in
So
foster care
basically,
that have
once
could
you
deal
got
with,
inside,
addiction,
it's like
physical
it's kind of like the
disabilities,
reception
mental
area, like the help
disabilities,
desk where you
you know,
buy your
just-
tickets to
just
go
there's
in,
a
like
whole
further
variety
into
of
the
different
Hall of
things that they
Mirrors.
could be going through
Right.
their
So that's
lives and,
currently where you're
what we
standing.
need
You're
to
kind of
continue
like
to
in the
have
lobby
patience and
area,
compassion with them,
right
you
in
know,
front of the
look at
doors
them
that
and
have now,
continue to see,
shut behind you.
Oh,
the
great.
best in everyone, because just because they're not acting out, doesn't
I wanna
mean
cry.
that they don't
Because you
want
have,
to. They
at least one chaotic
they
person
want.
that has to run into
Sometimes
every
they just can't.
situation.
Trust. And currently I just finished
Destin.
renewing my certification for CPI training.
Gaston.
I was actually just
Be
wrapped that up
Destin
today.
too, you know it.
Getting my renewal.
Oh my god, I've
renewal
never
on it.
seen
So
that type
I
of
have
plan
that, and also
before.
have my
Runs off,
certification
and all of a
for,
sudden it's a
uh,
Venus flytrap
first
thing.
aid,
That's just
CPR, bloodborne pathogen, and
And then
AED.
rubbish.
Very much.
Demetrius.
I'm going to investigate the next plant now.
I'm a setup case manager.
Demetrius
and the
just
Sarah's like,
watching
do you
it.
think he's actually learned?
No.
But then he shows
I
that he
work
already
with
wrote down a whole
15 to
entry and he actually
21-year-olds,
has learned quite a
helping
lot.
them
And he just doesn't know
achieve
what you meant
their,
by learn.
educational and career goals.
Oh my god, are we ready
And
for
they
Demetrius
are
next
the
week
population I
though?
work with are
I'm
a couple
excited.
homeless in foster care.
I'm excited for
either in
Demetrius.
foster care or they're an extended.
So am I.
Hot!
All right.
Yes.
So I would like everybody to roll perception checks for me.
Sorry, Leah. I was closing the
I
window
do
because it's getting
Perception
kinda-
check.
Thank you.
I update quarterly reports where seeing, you know, what they have accomplished, what services they are getting, how old they are, their gender, their gender identity, their orientation,
22.
if they have a criminal background, making note of
Let's
that.
see if I can find it.
Going from noting their schooling to where they graduated high school to where they're going to school now, whether that be a college, a technical school, a trade school, a certification
11.
program, an apprenticeship. I
got
also
an
do
8.
case notes on a daily basis. If I've met with them, after a phone call, I immediately do a case note describing what the conversations are about. I document the phone call, how long it was, what we talked about, whether it was face or even when I meet them face to face, I make note of that as well. I document it as a phone call, like face to face, or
I
if it was a phone
apologize
call,
if you hear
a
rustling
text
in the back
message,
right now.
Teams,
Our
video
cat has
chat, a Zoom call.
You
all
good,
that
you
is
good. I just
documented
rolled for
in
for
on a daily
Shenron.
documentation to quarterly reports and making
All
sure
right.
you know all the documentation
So
is the same across the board.
Al, as you're
Community youth
kind of looking
services.
around, it's you hear something odd.
I don't like that.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
8.5
You hear
years.
something odd, and it sounds kind of like it's almost like
feel
a
as though,
staticky sound,
I've kind of
like when you get
everything I
that,
can there.
you know,
I wanna
the
continue on growing as well
sound
as,
when the
with my
microphone
current
isn't quite
employment.
plugged in
It's a
right
renewal
into the
contract
jack,
on a
and so you have
yearly
that kind of
basis, and I
staticky
want to
fuzzy
go to something
sound.
that's a bit
Oh,
more
I know what
stable.
that
I have a
sounds like.
fiance, and I want to, you know,
So nobody
have a
else
stable
hears this
job
yet.
that
So
can ensure that, you know,
Just Al.
I have a job for when we have a family.
just Al.
And,
Al's the only one that actually
and
hears
I
this
also
Boy.
want
sound.
to continue
Because
to
Al's really
grow and be able
smart.
to help
Josh,
different
they can apparently
populations
hear
to be
you on
able
the
to
stream.
expand my experience and grow in my career.
Josh is muted. How can I hear them?
Hold on.
We
Actually, I'm
only
gonna
do
give
it in
him
one
in
of the
Zoom,
groups.
but his own streaming software is still
different
picking up his
from what
mic.
Yeah.
From what I had, and I just want to, you know, be able to help out a different type of population.
I don't think he can
And
mute
I've been
himself
doing
personally via
homeless,
the stream
foster
unless he
care
mutes
youth
all of us.
for
Yeah, I was gonna say I think he
8.5 years, and now I can.
And of course, he
now
has
I can
ads.
go and do something that's new, that's different, and be able to.
I don't care how tough
Yeah.
your gaming laptop is. Just take me to the mainstream.
Yeah, you can hear him.
Do, 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 do. I barely can hear him.
Yeah, no, he's talking very quiet, very softly.
Have you ever wondered? That is all.
All right.
I want to know what I'm hearing.
So,
Whew. What do I hear, Leah? What do I hear, Game Master? I think I said Game Master, and I did not mean to say Game Master. I was trying to say Game Master.
You take my orders now.
okay. So Stitches sitting on Al's side, and he just kind of looks at Al and goes, "Well, look at the friendly look on your face. Wow."
Oh, shh, quiet now, quiet. Balls. Al is going to Al's gonna like pat his head. He's gonna pat Stitch's head and just push him. And then he's going to actually cast oh crap. What's my first level? What's my second level? God damn it. I don't have any I only have healing world. Yes, go for it. Take him. He can he make an Arcana check to see if it's magical?
Yes, he sure can.
Sweet. That's a 19.
I mean, it's static, so it definitely, you know, it sounds strange, but you can tell there's something odd about it. Now, though you rolled, 19 is a great check. You're still not quite sure if it's magical or not.
Okay.
But you definitely know that you haven't necessarily heard the sound before. Like, it sounds very much like that staticky sound, but there's something different to it. Almost, well, there's almost a hiss behind it.
Okay. He is going to reach behind him and pull out like a thin, it looks like a rectangle almost, and he's going to twist it in his hand, and it's going to spring outwards, and it's going to become a scythe, and he's going to hold it kind of protective in front of him, and he's going to gently scooch Stitch behind his legs.
so Stitch is standing behind him, and okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay.
Don't worry about it, kiddo. We've got this handled. Don't worry.
Shenron is just standing there. He's kind of got this look on his face, like he's looking at Al, like, what the heck are you doing?
Of course, he's looking at me all funky.
Oh, yeah.
Al's pretty tense right now. He's like straight up tensed out. He's not in a good spot. That's gonna be fun.
So, are you going to run? Are you going to try to find where this noise is coming from?
I wanna try and find it.
Okay. All right. So as Al walks forward, Stitch stays behind because he doesn't know what's going on. Stitch kind of stays back from Al and just watches as Al walks forward. And as Al walks forward, one of the mirrors opens up. And it's a doorway.
Okay. Al is going to look at everybody in the group before he takes a very cautious step into the hallway. And then makes a full step in. So he's like in not exactly in the doorway, he's like in the hallway at this point.
As soon as he gets that finishing foot in the hallway, the door shuts behind him.
I hate this game. Okay, so we're in a maze. Okay. Al is he knew this was gonna happen. Is it possible to make a strength check and break the mirror that closed behind him?
You can try.
Okay, so he's gonna use the butt of like the tail end of his scythe to try and smash the mirror. And that's, what is that? That's a 10, so probably solid ass mirror.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty solid mirror. Second that you try to hit it with the hilts of your scythe that your hand is holding, your hand actually like ricochets back and you kind of stumble back. Okay.
All right. Do I know if they can hear me or not?
You don't know.
Okay.
They might not. You can't hear anything on the other side though.
Well, they're all quiet. No one's freaking out because nobody cares. Aster, I thought you were my bro.
Aster, what the hell, bro? Bro.
Master, I'm stuck.
Muted.
Sorry.
I'm
You're fine.
stuck. I'm trapped in a hallway and I couldn't shatter the mirror, but nobody like freaked out, so I can't hear anything on the other side. And I don't know if you guys heard me try to break the mirror.
Um,
I'm blocked off from you guys. We have split the party on accident.
okay.
Aster, are you gonna freak out because I'm gone? Your dad's gone. Save your D&D dad.
Okay.
All right, so first, I'm actually going to have everybody roll perception again to see if they could hear Al try to hit the glass.
We can't use our passive perception.
Nope, you got to roll for it.
Which means there's something in here that is causing you not to be able to use your passive perception.
13 for me. I'm gonna see if I can goad Carly into rolling.
14 for me.
14 for Scarlet. Nice.
Shenron got a 1. He don't hear shit. Well, okay, it's a 5 after. It's a 5 after his modifier, but
I'm still imagining Shenron with like the baby carrier situation, and Scarlet's in the baby carrier.
oh yeah, because yeah, you left
'Cause
early. That's right.
Yeah,
Ashlyn.
she's
So
so
no,
model
because-
in
But I'd
there.
rather not.
So
be-
Scarlett's
Scarlett's
in like a
processional music and stuff like
a
that.
carrier
I'd rather
thing that's-
not be in the carrier
So
anymore.
she wants
but
us to do a
If she
perception check
wakes up,
because
yes.
Al ran off somewhere. We want to know if we heard her run off.
Got you. I apologize.
No, you're
All
good. You're good.
good.
My brother had some questions about wedding music because he's doing the processional music. I got a
Hi,
14.
And I got a 13.
All right.
He also
How did she do that? That was wizard shit. That was some. She just tapped a button and she was muted.
It's like, oh my god. All right, let me see.
And this is the part where we see the one thing I didn't want to come out until the end of the campaign or in the middle of the campaign. I'm scared. Everybody's gonna be like, "What the fuck, Pharaoh?"
Okay, so Carly rolled a 14 and I got a 13.
Yes. Okay.
I didn't know
so,
if you heard me.
So yes, Scarlet wakes up, but it's actually Helena that hears something else. It's not Al that she hears. She actually hears the sound of tools. And it seems to be coming from the other
Okay.
end
No,
What
no.
kind of tools,
of the
Leah?
house. Oh, these are power tools. Like she is hearing some serious power tools
I'm not
going
hearing
on
a
right
saw, am I? Like a buzz
No,
saw?
no.
Like, this isn't some lever face motherfucking shit.
No, this is like when you think about like an actual mechanic shop, like the those kinds of noise.
Oh.
So,
Oh, I know what that is.
No, Helena, no!
nobody can hear Al.
Al's screaming. No, he actually isn't screaming. He's just like, "Oh crap!"
Oh, somebody's working on a car. Am I able, just to make it funny, am I able to tell what type of car they're working on? Or if they are working on a car?
Make
What's
a
your
history check.
intelligence score? How
I don't know.
Make a history check.
Okay. Oh, it's like to make it funny, like it doesn't even have to be.
Oh,
I
shit.
got a
24. Oh my god.
So they are working on Eleanor. They are working on a 1969 Ford Shelby GT Mustang.
That sounds like a 1969 Ford Shelby Mustang.
Okay.
Everybody's like, how the fuck do you know that?
Nobody else hears this sound.
Oh,
It's only
somebody's
Helena
working
hearing this sound.
Somebody's working on my dream car.
Well, that
Oh,
can't be right.
Anna.
How can they work on a car if it's just a dream?
It doesn't have to be. He's back.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Yay!
You.
All right, so Helena, are you going to go and investigate your dream car?
I rolled a 19 and my history is a 5, so I got 24 to see if I can tell what type of car that they were working on. I'm just gonna go, I'll go. She's just gonna walk away.
And just like with Al, the mirror opens up, and as Helena walks right into that hallway, the mirror closes.
Why would you do that?
I didn't know it was some Alice in Wonderland shit. I thought that was actually, I was gone for 10 minutes having an extremely important conversation about my wedding, Brittany. My wedding that you're a part of. Ah!
The wedding doesn't exist in this game.
It exists. It exists in real life, Evan.
But are you
You're
Helena or are you Carly?
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
She's the closest to my actual personality as all of my other D&D characters, so.
I don't want to talk about me and Zach, man, but.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I understand. I wish, honestly, I'm gonna be a little biased. I wish you were more like Jukrio. But that's okay, because Brittany still loves my croissant.
That is true.
Anyway, I walk through the door.
And it closes behind you. All right, so as I will remind people, like, yes, we know in D&D, we as players know you don't split the party. However, none of you guys, none of your characters know each other. Are you really going to try to stay together that much?
I mean, I was hoping to stay with Aster, but I guess not.
You disappointed your dad.
What are you talking about? He was the one who walked away. I stayed behind.
You know what? That's a solid point.
That is a very solid point.
I was trying to protect my son.
All valid point.
Right.
Like,
Thanks, Pa.
You're welcome, son.
this got really real really quick, didn't it?
No, it doesn't. Aster's just an idiot.
But he's pretty.
He's pretty.
All right.
I just realized what he reminds me of. He's Chris Hemsworth's character in the Ghostbusters, the all-female Ghostbusters. He's Chris Hemsworth.
Nah, I mean, what?
All right. So now Scarlett's up and she's kind of like looking down. What am I in?
Oh,
I'm gonna have Scarlett make a. Oh. Swaddled. Yes. Swaddled.
Do you even know how to parent, bruh? Swaddled. This is supposed to be a dad team, and you sat there for like a minute trying to pronounce that word.
You even parent, bruh?
Do you even English, bruh? Do you have a book on that?
So Scarlett. All right, I'm gonna have Scarlett roll an athletics check to see how easily she gets out of the swaddled chest carrier thing, whatever the heck Shenron put her in on.
A 9.
I'm sorry. John. Sorry. Scarlett, what was that?
9.
9.
Ashlyn, I love you.
So I would say yes. She's able to get out, but it's with quite a bit of difficulty. And when she gets out, she kind of falls to the floor, but she's out. And that's what counts. All right. So Aster, Shenron, and Scarlett all make perception checks.
Can y'all find me real fast? Al doesn't like this situation, and it's gonna turn messy real
I'm
fast.
Sorry, I missed that. What situation is he in? I apologize.
We don't know. He walked into another hallway.
Like you.
Got it. Oh, I didn't know if like you got more description.
No.
Got it.
Not yet. Nope. All right.
11.
Perfect. All right. So, and Shenron got a 19 and Scarlett got 18. Okay, perfect. So Shenron this time actually hears a very soft voice.
It's God.
No, it's a very feminine voice.
Okay, God.
All right, so it's a very feminine voice.
I just got a message from Liam. He says, you're still muted, like on your streaming software, but not for Zoom.
You want to say hi to everybody?
Dang it.
If it's the soft
Am
voice
I
I'm
good
thinking
now,
of,
Liam? Am I good now?
Game
Can you
Game
hear me
Master.
Now, Dad.
Can you hear me
Game
now, Dad? Are
Master.
you proud of me, Dad?
Look,
Thank
Dad,
Game
I'm
Master,
real
if
proud.
it Game Master, I have a question.
Yeah.
If it's the voice I'm thinking of, can I say it?
It is not the voice you're thinking.
Dang it!
you.
It's the other one.
Oh, can she say
Oh.
it then?
Yes. Hold on. I will.
Since we're both in here. Yeah, Shinron, get mine fucked.
You know the highest form of flattery is having your RP character continue on in the background of another person's character into their D&D story.
Speaking of which, tune in 2 weeks. Yeah, tune in 2 weeks to Song of the Wilds 2.0.
That's just 1 week.
1 week.
1 week.
Next
Next
week.
week.
Next week.
God, it is.
I was
Instead of
right
playing-
here when I made the announcement. You were sitting next to me.
All right. So Carly, would you like to say what I just DM'd you? And this is you know who would be saying this.
He knows the person.
As I just said it.
Oh, that face. Do it. Do it. Hurt me, mommy.
Wait till July, Brittany. Patient.
That is 4 months away, Carly. It's been nothing but cold showers.
I can make this better. Just wait till next week when we do Lunani. I got some plans. Anyway, my love, is that you?
No.
Oh no! It's
Wait, what?
not Helena.
Think of the character.
I'm fucking. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait. If
Oh.
you're reacting to like this now, what were you reacting to before?
No, because okay, never mind. My love, is that you?
Oh no.
And only Shenron hears this.
Oh no.
Once
no,
again,
no.
like the other two, only Shenron hears this.
Why was mine hissing like a
Can I-
microphone?
Oh, you'll find out.
Can I roll an investigation
goodness,
to
hit
kind
me
of see
hard.
where the
I'm
voice
so
is coming
sorry.
from?
You sure as heck can.
Sweet.
But I will let you know that a door has opened.
19.
Yeah, it's through the open mirror door now.
Since I know where we're taking this, if you don't mind, Misty, I'm gonna take the reins here.
Oh no, hold on. There's more to what's going on than what you think is going
Leah has
on.
a plan.
This isn't the Shenron arc. Don't worry.
No, none of the actual arcs are happening for a little while. So
God.
This is literally session 1.
I got excited. Okay, she texted me something on a need to know basis.
And you should only have the text, nothing else.
not
He
yet,
hasn't
but
yet.
yes,
Don't
when it
do the
comes to
fucking
that, I will
fingers.
have you do that.
So Shenron, since his mind is elsewhere, unfortunately,
Scoop up the child.
That's,
The child is not in his swaddling anymore. She yeeted herself out of the swaddling.
so here,
What?
so
What
this
am
is
I
what
in?
Shenron would be doing, because he still doesn't have full fatherly instincts quite yet. They're gonna come, don't you worry, because we all want that nice, sweet like Geralt and Ciri like relationship that's gonna be
Gonna make me cry.
Shenron and Scarlet. It's gonna be fucking adorable. However, he sees Scarlet get out. He's about to go and be like, "Oh, don't you dare!" like and like pick her up to make sure she's safe. But then he hears that voice from his past, from long ago, like almost long ago. Shenron's old, and he sees that door open. He is for sure. He feels as though that voice is coming through that door. So he pulls out his moon touch sword, and it kind of just acts like, it's like a lightsaber. So it acts as though it's like a flashlight essentially for him. And he uses that to help him see and go through that doorway. To investigate, to ensure, did he really truly hear one of the two voices he wants to hear most?
And as he goes,
And we
We
lost
lost
Brittany.
to Pharaoh.
F in the chat, folks. F
Up in the chat.
in the chat, where did it? Oh, like, what the hell? What the hell?
Okay.
I know. Your nose still hurting.
Ooh. Ah.
What the hell?
What the hell?
I like how I can physically hear that. Like that time that you fucking posted. Okay. When we're waiting for her, because I know this is gonna come
it's
up.
the
on-
internet.
Ah,
Internet. She's got
internet.
internet.
Oh, well, story time with Carly and Leah. So we were going to my bridal shower, and now every time that we talk about this, I just hear me stupidly say, "I let you pick," and then Leah thought when we were in the car, and she lovingly asked me what type of music I wanted to listen to, and my dumbass was like, "I'm gonna say," I thought cutely, but then it just ended up being dumb because Leah goes, "I'm sorry," and I just said I'll let you pick, but I mean I said it in a dumb voice, but like when you
I was like,
so
I thought you said I like Tupac.
but now it's like every time I say it like that, I can't not
Hello?
hear that.
Hello.
So it just makes me laugh. Oh, it's back.
Sorry, the internet plug-in cord where it plugs into the wall to give us internet, whatever, fell out of the wall, and so everything froze and crashed on us, and we were like, "The fuck happened?"
With Tyler on a crucial part.
You
of
back?
the game.
Yeah, he inserted the cord like Daddy does on the spaceships. He just thrusts in there.
You just jammed it on in there.
Yeah.
Finesse.
All right, I'm back. Let's get back. Let's get
All
back to the
Yeah.
campaign.
All right.
Ahem.
So as Shenron goes into the hallway, as soon as he gets in, the mirror door closes behind him.
Get wrecked.
Now, there are only actually 3 of the party that are left in this lobby area.
Aster, take the children.
Aster, and Flitch.
Aster, I swear to God, if you don't take the children, I'm going to lose my freaking shit. Take the children.
Unless, unless our game master doesn't want anyone children.
All right, kids. I need you all to stay close to me. As the tallest one in this room, I am now in charge.
Trapdoor opens up, the children fall down, trapdoor closes. Aster can't do anything.
Actually, I would like both Scarlet and Aster to roll perception.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I have a cat or
27.
5.
Can we talk about that perception right there, Scarlet?
Aster,
Holy shit.
Right?
No, because Josh made. Okay, here's the thing. Josh made Ashlyn too powerful.
We know.
Because he taught her how to make character sheets, which are unbelievably OP. And it's really not fair.
You too. You just need to ask.
Fucking let's do this, Josh.
I would like that very much.
Yeah, he helped me with Daston.
Can you help me with Scarlet so I can scare the shit out of Brittany's player?
Yeah.
Yes.
I definitely can. Don't worry about it.
All right. So, Aster, as he's like trying to be like, yeah, all right, let's go. We're gonna go and find our friends.
He's such a fiend.
Scarlet alone hears the sound of giggling, like children playing.
Nope. Don't like that.
Nope.
We're at a carnival and you hear giggles.
This is a creepy vampire child. Are you really thinking that it's that creepy for her?
Even vampire children have limits.
This is the girl that in session 0, she was like climbing up walls.
She probably hears it giggling and goes, ooh, toys, and just goes.
Wouldn't let Al take any blood. How dare she?
No, she's
Aster's just watching her.
Creepy.
Aster's just watching her on the walls like, that's rad.
All right.
Okay.
What does Scarlet do?
You hear that?
I can't really.
She goes, do you hear that? And then she just runs.
And once again, another door is open and closes right behind her.
Oh, fuck.
Stitch looks up at Aster and kind of just gently tugs on his hand and goes, "Oh, she ran away."
What's that, little bro?
The scary girl. She ran away.
Huh. Wonder what she ran to.
I don't know, but the door is open.
Okay. I walk up to the open door. Hey, little girl, come back. We're supposed to stay together.
You're beautiful.
And I've got.
Did you leave Stitch behind?
No, I have
Stitch
with
has his
me.
hand.
Okay.
Stitch has his hand.
Even the himbo knows to keep together.
Use a himbo.
Dang, this kid's got good sense. Okay, so as Aster and Stitch look into the room, Stitch is just like, "Oh, that's my papa!" And he goes and he runs into the hallway that you guys are looking through.
Okay, can I do like a strength check to see if he is able to actually wrestle out of my grip?
Can we just talk about the fact that he just called his dad his papa? Because I can't.
Charlie is way too loopy right now for this stream.
Look.
Is he
look.
No, we don't have to look. Let me roll. It's my turn. You're already in a hallway.
I was just gonna say that Lilo and Stitch is one of my favorite Disney
We've
movies.
known that.
Actually, I would like to clarify, I did not know that. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Actually.
Okay, I'm doing a strength check to see if this kid is actually able to escape my grip. And one of the few times I wish I roll low.
Breaks his freaking wrist.
Nope,
Just holding
I
on.
rolled a 19.
Jesus.
Okay, So I mean, you got a good hold of Stitch's hand, and he looks back at you and goes, "That's my papa in the hallway. Come on, that's my papa."
Well, can I look down the hallway to see if I see an older Leonid down the hallway?
Oh, you can look down. It's dark.
Where do you see your father? I don't see anyone. It's so dark in there.
Well,
Walk
I don't
in.
see him, but I hear his roar. I know that's my papa.
Oh my god!
Are you hearing him right now? And I put like my ear up to the doorway to see if I hear him too.
Papa, can you hear me?
Same exact thought.
Oh my
Papa,
God.
can you hear me?
Mama.
Oh.
So
So I'm gonna need you to make another. Actually, I'm gonna have to have you make an acrobatics check to see if you can keep your balance for this.
Oh, interesting.
Don't like that.
Actually, wait a minute. Hold on.
I like this. Let's see where it goes.
Acrobatics, you said?
I just would like to say that Leah's a monster and split the party on the first session.
That is a 21.
All right. So as you're standing there and you're like leaning in and like trying to hear, you feel something smack you on the backside.
Oh.
Okay, I feel it, but does it actually kick me and shove me?
No, you're still able to stand, but it's a good hit
Okay,
on the backside.
so this literally just happens.
It's just the door behind you.
Huh. Well, that's odd. Huh. Well, I guess there's only one direction now.
What is that one direction, Aster?
Wait, what?
What is that one direction?
Well, I'm guessing I'm in my own hallway now, am I?
with Stitch,
Well, I mean, if you actually walk into the hallway, yes.
you have to. You
but
have
I
to.
felt the
RP.
door hit me.
You felt the door. Oh, did you go into the hallway already?
I was like in the doorway, but I wasn't actually in it yet. But if the door hit me, then yeah, now I'm in the hallway.
All right, we'll go into the so everybody is in their nice individual hallway, and yes, I know the DM just did the one, rule number
All
one,
right.
no,
On the
don't
first
split the
session.
party.
You monster.
I knew I had a feeling this was gonna happen, and I was preparing for it because there is something that shouldn't be coming out right now, and the GM decided no, it's time.
Because the GM's a monster.
Also, I am not Al on this. I am Pharaoh.
Oopsie poops.
All right.
Joshua had a question.
Yes.
Which one direction is it? Is it Niall Horan? Is it Liam Payne, Harry Styles, Louise Tomlinson?
Oh,
Zayn?
my God.
I'm really happy because that thought crossed my mind, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna go there because I fucking hated that band.
I literally was like, you got that one thing. So
I was gonna start saying, does it light up his world as he's walking down
like
it?
nobody else.
Just
The
to be,
way
just
that
to be
he
clear,
flips
I've
his
never listened to One Direction, but as soon as that name cropped up, I just had to Google and see who the members were so I could ask that question. Because I'm that big of a troll.
I appreciate that.
I mean, that might have been why I was seriously giggling when I said that.
Hashtag millennials.
Hashtag that
Okay,
was
so what
my
do I
boy
see in
band.
my hallway?
So, sorry, I'm starting to see. Where's it? There's the rope. No, stop. My
I would
phone's
just like
being
to
really
say I
stupid.
was first, sir. It was my initiative first.
All right. So yes, we are going to go ahead and we are going to go start off with Alvaro. So Alvaro, as you are standing in this what is currently dark hallway,
Mhm.
you start to hear sounds of clicking, kind of like the lights trying to turn on up overhead. but it's that clicking sound that like it's just not quite catching for the lights to turn on.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have to have everybody leave themselves muted for this. Have you ever seen Resident Evil? The first movie?
Yeah, I've seen the first movie.
Okay. You hear that like beep kind of noise as the lights overhead turn on.
DM, may I roll a D4 to see if it triggers it?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna say odds it doesn't, evens it does.
Perfect.
It's been triggered.
What would you like to have? This has now been triggered.
So Al, being in this situation, is overthinking really, really hard. And he starts picking at his neck to the point where he's like clawing at it. And his eyes, instead of them being blue, have now turned to maroon. And he kind of gets a really sinister grin on his face and literally just says, "All right, let's dance."
And as that happens, more lights start turning on. But really nothing else is happening. Although from when he's looking around, I would like to have you roll an investigation check for this one.
Investigation. That is a 10.
Okay. So as Al is kind of looking down this hallway, he can't really tell if it's one light being reflected in a whole bunch of different mirrors, or if it's a bunch of lights and it's just one continuous hallway.
Okay. Can he? Where the lights above, right? Is it like would he be able to hit it with his scythe at all if he was to use a like strength check?
You can absolutely try.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to hit the light and break it with my scythe. And that is a 17.
Which light are you going to hit?
I'm gonna hit the first one that's right in front of him.
Okay, so first one that's right in front of him, Al takes his scythe and he shifts it up and boom, cracks the light. There's definitely another light down the hallway.
Okay. He's going to kind of just drag the blade down the hall as he walks towards the next light.
Because that's
So
not
it's like
creepy at all.
So it's like nails on a chalkboard and sparks are like coming off with the blade tip. So he just drags it down the hall.
Yes, Miss Carly. Miss Helena.
I just have to put my input in here super duper quick. As somebody that loves Resident Evil, like especially the movies. So you're pulling a pyramid head.
That's Silent Hill.
That's Silent Hill, darling.
Losing my goddamn mind.
My God, I'm pissed off. I
like both of them equally.
Although, in the first Resident Evil movie, there is the scene where they're all sitting around with the in the experiment chamber where there's all the different, I'll just call them prisons, that the experiments are sitting in, and the one zombie comes out and he is dragging an axe across the floor.
That's what I was seeing, but I always get it. I don't know why. I get Resident Evil and Silent Hill mixed up so frequently because they both have very similar. Like worlds.
No, they don't.
I was going to
they have
say,
similar
though,
scenes.
Yeah, they do have some similar scenes. However, I was going to say that in the, oh gosh, which movie was it? Was it the fourth Resident Evil movie, I think? Or maybe the
Which
fifth
was the part?
one?
Because I've seen almost all of them.
Well, so it's the one where they're in the actual like dome that's underwater. And it's where they're in New York City. And you've got the two guys that are coming at them. coming at Alice and
I don't know his name either. Don't worry.
I can't think of her name. Yeah.
Ada?
Yes, Ada. Thank you. I'm like, my
Oh.
name is blanking.
Is she Asian? Is she white? That's gonna narrow it down at least a little bit.
I'm like, there's only the two of them in that particular scene, and I already said Alice, and so you did good though. You knew who I was talking about.
All right. So Al's going up to the next light while dragging his scythe. He's gonna break it as well. He's gonna break the next light that he comes across. Do I need to make another strength?
Yes, but do this one with advantage.
I mean, that's a 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna take
I mean,
the 21.
had you got a nat 20, I would have just, given you a little something else. It was so close, though.
He's gonna swing it up and break that one too.
Yeah, so Al just breaks another one, and this time, that light, yes, it breaks, and he can see that there's more light. However, it seems to be down a hallway.
Okay. So Al, being fucking creepy as shit right now, is going to could he possibly make an investigation check?
Yes.
Okay. He's just gonna look down the hall and see if he can see anything besides a light.
So as he's looking down the hall with a 14, I mean, he sees, how if you've ever been in a mirror maze.
Never, because they freaked me out. So anyways, let's continue.
Well, in a mirror maze, the key to getting through a mirror maze is looking down at the floor. That's the key to a mirror maze, is looking down at the floor. Most people don't. They don't. Even if they know that, they still don't look down at the floor. I will tell you that right now. So Al, as he's looking down the hallway, it's not that this is the first thought in his head that, just look down at the floor, but he just, as he's looking down the hallway, he seems to notice that in the distance, it's a there's probably a good, 4 or 5 lights that line the way.
Mm-hmm.
But he sees that there's actually a little bit of the mirror at the end of the hallway that's not quite straight on and flat like the normal end of a hallway. So it almost looks like it's a little bit just not quite flush. So it's not like it's fully on a wall, but maybe on another door.
Okay. So him seeing this, he's going to take his scythe off of the floor, and he's actually going to drag it across the mirrors while he walks. And he's going straight for that like little crooked area. And he's just walking and just scraping his scythe against the mirrors.
In the background, you hear mommy. Sorry. Mommy. Sorry.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Titties, sorry. Yeah, Carly knew. Okay, Josh. Don't show off.
I think Leah has everybody beat. I'm just saying.
She could probably crush my head in her boobies. Not gonna lie. Anyways, so Al gets to the mirror area where it looks kind of bent and shit. And he is going to does it like lead on to another hallway? Does he need to like make a strength check to break it? Like what is it doing?
So, I mean, as far as he can tell, even with the lights being on and everything, from where he's standing right now, it still looks like it's maybe half an inch opened, whatever it is.
So with that knowledge, he's gonna do a strength check to quite literally shatter this with his scythe head instead of the hilt this time. Or not. You got a 9.
So he tries.
Okay.
And it just bounces off again.
Oh, he's pissed now. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Gotta use. Oh no. Even though we're not in combat, is it possible to use an unarmed strike on this?
Go for it.
All right. So he's going to. Should I roll for just damage or should I roll to like hit it?
Roll to hit.
That is a 24.
24. Yeah. So the second that he hits this mirror, like his hand goes in and it makes contact. And this door just absolutely swings wide open. And as Al is looking in, there is this brightly lit room.
Oh.
And it looks like the stereotypical pharmacy lab.
Oh! Oh, so great! Leah, thanks for triggering him more! This one is it. You fucking monster. I should not have sent you his backstory, and now he is like full on enraged. Thanks. She's laughing. She's laughing so hard because she knows what's happening. When your DM is freaking rude. I love you too. You can't see my heart hands, but I love you too.
My players should wait till it's their arcs.
Oh, you should wait until Al's arc.
Oh, you'll see the actual arc.
Why did I just get a chill?
You should.
It's just a teaser trailer for all of your arcs.
Oh, great. So Al's gonna go into the lab. Obviously he is not okay. He is looking around. Should I roll investigation for that?
What is he looking for? Just
He wants,
anything or something in particular?
you know what? He's gonna look for anything that has to mention with names, so any documents or anything like that. Probably on the counters or on the like lab table, somewhere in there. Boy finds shit.
So I mean, as he's looking around, like he sees a lot of different filing cabinets, and you know, there's some computers. Everything seems to be shut down. And it's, you know, it's like he's not seeing anything, like there's no folders or anything that are just laying out in the open.
Okay. Is there any medical equipment laying about?
So I mean, it's a pharmacy lab, so you know, in pharmacy labs how they'll have the little beaker spinners. So he would see one of those, and he would see, I mean, some also just generic medical supplies like first aid supplies, some for, you know, first aid bandages, clean, you know, wound cleaning stuff. But he doesn't necessarily see a whole lot. The guess would be that it's probably locked up in a filing, you know, you know, in a cabinet somewhere.
Okay. Well, because he's not really Al, can he possibly do a strength check on just to like wreck shit, just to start wrecking shit, because it's very traumatizing for him to be in this room.
Go for it, do it. Let's see it.
Natural 20.
Damn. However, I'm going to put a pause on that and we'll come back and see what the heck happened there.
Okay, I'll need.
All right, now we turn to Helena as she is in this dark hallway door had just closed behind her. She's still hearing what sounds like mechanic tools going on in the distance. She knows that car that they are working on. Like, that is her dream car. She has studied that car. She's looked for that car. Like, she has been basically like salivating just hearing this car being worked on right now.
God, the calibration sounds so good.
Can I wait for a moment? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Why am I just imagining, Gone in 60 Seconds, them just talking about different cars, just turning them.
Facts.
Oh God, that V8 engine! Oh!
Hi, Leah.
So, all right. So as Helena's hearing this, this car being worked on, and she's just kind of, her heart's pumping, like she's super excited. She can almost feel like a little drool actually coming out the corner of her mouth because she is just that absolutely excited. And she's just kind of like, oh.
I go like this, and I wipe it on my overalls.
I love her so much. Okay. So as she's looking down, she hears a clicking noise. It's similar to the one that Al heard, except she doesn't get the Resident Evil light turning on sound. Instead, it sounds more like when you're trying to turn on your stove.
Okay.
And it's just not quite catching for it to actually ignite. So it's just that clicking noise of the gas trying to ignite the flame.
Okay.
And that's all she's hearing.
Ew.
But I'm going to have you roll a perception check.
Okay. Give me a minute. There it is. You said a perception? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Cool. I got a 19.
You absolutely know that this sound is coming from actually just to your right.
Okay. So I'm going to go to my right.
She goes for a few feet. And then, come on. I love when...
Are there still mirrors all around me?
Yes.
Okay. As I'm going, can I actually take my face, kind of rub my hands on it, make sure that there's like a ton of grease on my hands, and do like handprints on each like glass panel as I'm going to make sure I'm not just going in circles?
Absolutely. It is still dark though.
Okay, got you. And she is a Hooman. Have spells for that. I'm gonna also cast light
All right.
as I go.
So Helena casts light, and as the hallway lights up, and she's been, she's just kind of been going, she kind of thinks to herself, why the heck am I just walking along and I'm not just turning on the light? Oh my. And she finds that she was maybe 6 inches from smacking her face into one of the mirrors.
Sounds about right.
If you hadn't done that, I definitely would have had her just smack. So she can now see. And I'm going to have you roll an investigation check.
Okay. I got a 4.
yeah, you know, she's just looking around, and all of a sudden, you know, there's not, you know, like she's like, okay, you know, I say there's a mirror there, there's a mirror in front of me here. She looks to the left because she saw something out of the corner of her eye, and just all of a sudden, boom, mirror, and she's like, holy.
Ow. Oh God, dang it. Do I still hear them working on the car?
You do. It's slightly behind you, or at least it's coming from slightly behind you.
And there were like no places for me to turn, were there?
You haven't looked back, you haven't gone back to see yet. You were just you walked into this corner before you actually turned on your light.
Got you. I'm gonna start walking back and see if there are any places for me to turn in the direction where I'm hearing it. If not, I'm gonna start pushing on the mirrors, like trying to see if it's like a door.
Awesome. First, I'm gonna have you roll another investigation.
Sounds good. I got a dirty 20.
Very nice. Absolutely. She's walking back. She's looking around. She's watching the floor because she remembers, you know, going to a carnival with her daddy when she was younger, and they went through a mirror maze, and he taught her to look down when you're going through the mirror maze so that you can see, you know, if you're getting lost, look down at the floor so you can see that if you're not, you know, if you're going to run into a mirror or not. And as she's walking and she looks down at the, you know, floor, and as she pushes on one of the mirrors, the door opens.
Figured it out.
And as she looks into that room, she sees what looks like her mechanic shop, but it's not really her mechanic shop. It looks different. It looks newer. A lot of the tools that she has aren't there. A lot of them look like older tools, like they're older models, but they're still like brand new tools, but they're definitely older models of the tools that she's got.
Do I I'm like scared to ask this because I think I know where you're going and it terrifies me. Do I see any like any sign that somebody's in there?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I don't want to. All right, give me 1 minute. God, I got another dirty 20. The dice gods are in my favor tonight.
So as Helena looks around, she hears a clunk, and then, God damn it, you know what? I knew this thing was going to give out on me today. Son of a...
Do I recognize that voice?
Roll a history check.
I don't. I got it. Jesus Christ! I need to use just D&D Beyond's app more often. I got a 22. Where was this last night when I could have done like an actual like, what was that? If you roll like 3 D20s in a row, you get to do an insta kill. Yeah, yep. Where was this last night?
Right?
Fucking Meg.
D&D Beyond just being
right?
When it want to. All right. You absolutely know that voice.
Is it my dad?
It is your dad.
You know, look, I'm gonna say, Daddy.
Oh, darling, is that you? What are you doing? You know not to come in here when I'm working on cars. Some of these machine pieces are real dangerous.
Am I like too lost in this, what I'm presuming is a memory, to know that it is a memory?
Why don't you roll? Why are you being bred? There we go. Okay. Sorry, I'm like, I went back to D&D Beyond and it was like error. And I'm like, I need you to roll a wisdom check.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. There it is. Yeah, I got another. Jesus Christ, I got another dirty 20. I'm part of your campaign. You can see this.
Yeah, I can. I know.
Yeah, I'm
watching
confirming it.
All right, so
picture that's beautiful.
So Helena, like she's looking around, like she's like thinking to herself, "What the hell? Well, I know I've been alone in my shop for a long time, but damn, wait." My daddy's the one that taught me how to work on cars. Why would he be telling me I shouldn't be in his shop right now? So it's not a memory. There's something wrong with this scene.
But Daddy, I thought you always wanted me to learn how to work on cars.
Now, darling, I know you always want to help Papa, but it's just not going to be today, all right?
Daddy, what's Mom's name?
There's a pause here while we move over to Shenron.
Oh, damn.
Shenron, you find yourself in a dark hallway.
That got very emotional.
Yeah.
Shenron has found himself in a dark hallway. There's, he does have his moonlight scimitar, so he can see somewhat. And a decent ways, but it's also mirrors that you're surrounded by, so a lot of the light is just being reflected off of these mirrors in this hallway.
All right. Due to his past history of having done a lot of hunting and investigating and such and things like that, would he kind of know how to get through a mirror maze such as this?
Why don't you go ahead and roll me a history check?
Okay. 17.
I mean, yeah, he's, it hasn't always been just hunting with him.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of hunting with him, and it's been a few years. It's been a good 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
But he has been through mirror maze before.
All right. So Shenron's going to sheathe his moonlight scimitar, so that way it's just not just reflecting all over the place. And he's just going to look down and just follow the path and keep an ear out for the voice that he heard.
Now, Dragonborn, he does have dark vision, correct?
I believe so.
Or does he not have maybe not.
He doesn't. Not showing up, at least. I thought Dragonborn's dead before. I guess they don't. But he has divine sense, though.
Are you going to use your divine sense?
Well, my divine sense, I can use it. I'm sure he would use it, and I get 5 of those. As an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of my next turn. I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet.
Okay. You sense nothing.
That's weird. So, But he's just gonna follow along. His passive perception and his passive investigation are 14. So he's just gonna follow along and just see if he can't get to the end of this. See if he can't get to the end of this maze and see what's at the and see, if there's any, if the person who he thinks might be there is there.
So, just to be, I don't want to be too fair to you. I don't want to show favorites. No. So,
I can roll investigation.
You did not make the DC.
Okay.
And so as Shenron's walking, bam! His face just smacks into one of the mirrors.
I mean, I could do what One Shot Shenron did and just fuck up all the mirrors.
Completely up to you. I mean, who knows if you'll have to fight or not, but go for it if you want to.
Well, I didn't sense any evil or good. So
nope.
So there's no fiends or undeads or celestials or anything evil or good within the area. Sharon could get annoyed, and he's gonna pull out his shotgun that he has and just start blasting away all these mirrors because he's tired of it and he just wants to see the clear path, and he's just done. And so that's why, at least with the mirrors gone, he can pull out his sword again and just use it as a flashlight to get through.
All right, Shenron, go ahead, and I would like you to make a performance check.
Ooh. 21.
Yeah, I mean, you take a few shots. It is completely in the dark, and you're just kind of pumping off a few shots here. You pull out your scimitar and you look around, and you're like, "You've gone overboard." Well, it's definitely that way. As you're looking around, there's literally it's not even just the mirrors. He has blown off the stand pieces for the mirrors that hold the mirrors into place, and they're all just shattered completely. But now he definitely knows the way through.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So now I'm going to directly to where I need to go.
Shenron reaches the end of the hallway, and it's a dead end. There's nowhere else he can go.
Mm-hmm.
And he hears just a light humming, kind of like a singing coming from the other side of the wall.
Is there a door that I can go through?
Check for the door.
I have a gigantic flashlight. I can't see a doorknob or anything.
No. No, you cannot. There is no doorknob.
Or anything that indicates a door or a way through?
Mayhaps. Make me an investigation check.
16.
There's a crack in the wall, in the corner of the wall.
I push on the crack.
You push on the crack, or you push on the wall?
Yes, that's right. I push on the door where that would be where the crack is, for to make sure that there's.
I'm gonna push your crack. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
the door opens.
You clean that dirty mind, babe.
Dirty bird.
Dirty. Okay, anyway. Do this to myself.
Thank you, Casey.
Shenron pushes the door. And as Shenron pushes the door open, what he sees is a lush green forest Many of the trees are covered in moss. And he hears just this absolutely angelic voice humming in the distance.
And run forward tentatively. And because it's really hard for him to imagine that this is truly happening. And he continues to go forward and try to find out if it's truly this individual that is there. And he goes towards the humming that he has known for so long, and he hears in his mind almost every single day. That's right. I'm gonna break your heart, Carly.
Leah, quick question.
Yes.
Did you mean to spell it like that?
I was just looking at what you wrote.
Oh, I was talking about for for
okay.
Helena.
Never mind. Then switch that name. So no.
Cool. Okay, I figured, but I wanted to verify before I said it. Shen, is that you?
Everyone pauses and kind of gulps and moves forward. Do I see her?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
15.
As you are looking around, you notice that there's a tree that has been knocked over.
Mm-hmm.
And there is the figure of a woman sitting on the tree, but she's not facing you. She's facing away from you. And as you're looking at her, you can tell that she's just kind of playing with her hair, just like brushing it out, running her fingers through it. And she has the cutest little wings on her.
Oh, you actually did make her. That's awesome. Because that race is now a real race in D&D.
Yep.
Oh.
So she's got just the prettiest green wings, and she's got some beautiful, shiny, soft auburn hair, and it's curly and everything. It's everything that Shenron remembers.
Shenron sees her there. He kind of lowers his sword a little bit, but he's been through so much that it's really hard for him to truly believe that this is her. He wants it to be, but it's really hard for him to truly believe that this is her, and he just looks at her questioningly and like lets out in the softest voice, just saying, "Ama?"
And now we are going to turn to our creepy little being.
Rude.
It's gonna make me cry.
We are now going to turn to our creepy little vampire being who I absolutely adore, and low-key really had to make this campaign just to see her more. Scarlet.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was going on a tangent, but it's fine.
Scarlet finds herself in, once again, a dark hallway. However, for her, it doesn't seem so dark.
Dark vision.
Yep. She can see pretty dang well in this hallway, at least for, I think for her, is it 60 or 120?
It's 60.
Okay, so it is 60 for her. So she can see clearly down this hallway, and it's just like everybody else. However, for her, it's all black and white, in gray tones. So as she's looking, she can definitely see pretty clearly where she is going. And she hears those children giggling down the hallway again. She doesn't see any children, but she does hear the sound of children giggling.
She's gonna cast Shatter. It's 60 feet.
Right.
So it's 10 foot. So she's gonna put it a little further away from her so she doesn't, but she's going to just shatter as many mirrors as possible.
Okay. I will go ahead and have you roll just a straight D20 for me.
Okay. Four.
So, I mean, she uses Shatter, and she's got, I would say, about 10 feet out from her, the mirrors shatter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether that's because there's no more mirrors past that, or that's really just all the farther that it reached, I don't know. She's going to have to go investigate.
Okay.
Is your creepy bean wearing shoes?
Sure.
Well, she's about to walk on broken glass, so if she's not wearing shoes, she'd be taking a little bit of damage there.
It would be creepier if
She won't
wasn't.
bleed. She won't bleed, so that's sure true. She's not wearing shoes.
She's not wearing shoes. Okay.
Doesn't have really blood to bleed, so she'll just scratch up her feet a little bit.
All right, she just takes 2 piercing damage.
Okay. Ow. Get hurt. Is she just gonna keep walking?
The giggling continues. However, the farther she goes down the hallway, she starts to hear something else. And it sounds, there's music playing, and it starts to sound like a party. But not like a wild and crazy party, like, woohoo, there's a bunch of kids, playing. It sounds more like a, kind of like a high class, high society kind of party.
She's gonna kind of move forward some more. Is anybody there? And kind of look around, trying to see if she can find anybody.
She sees something out of the corner of her eye with her dark vision. And as she turns her head to look and see what it was, she hears something. But what she hears comes from behind her. And she hears, "Are you my mummy?"
Are you bringing those mother effing things back?
I'm putting a stop to this right now. Absolutely not.
I have no idea what's going on, but do it.
She's gonna whip around and just look, trying to find where the sound came from.
Go ahead and roll me a investigation.
21.
Awesome. She sees an open door at the end of the hallway, or at least it's mostly opened.
She runs to it.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. All right. As she runs to it, the music just gets louder and louder and louder. And as soon as she busts through those doors, she sees a beautiful ballroom. And there's quite a few figures. I want you to go ahead and roll me a perception. Wait, what's her passive perception?
19.
They don't have faces.
Oh. That's nice. Where'd your faces go?
Nobody
kinda-
seems to hear her. But she hears from it further within the room. Once again, are you my mummy?
She's gonna kind of walk in and look at the faceless people and just continue towards the noise because yes.
Because she's Scarlet.
Mhm.
That's why. Nothing else bothers her. She's just wondering what the heck she's hearing.
Yep.
So the farther in that she goes, she starts to notice that the faceless people start to become even less defined. Like the previously very beautiful gowns and very elegant tuxedos and, you know, the fancy garb that they were wearing start to become very dull. And it's almost blurry, like she's losing focus. Until she reaches this one couple that's standing, they're facing away from her. And they seem to be looking up at a picture that's on the wall. And in the picture, Scarlet can see two people and a little girl, two adults and a little girl.
Mhm.
And she can recognize the red-haired child. She knows herself pretty darn well. But she can't make out the faces of the two adults in the picture with her.
She's gonna get close as she can get, which includes trying to climb on the picture to try to look at the faces.
I don't know if I should feel bad that we can't tell what the faces look like or be scared.
Yes.
You know what's really funny? I was just going to unmute myself to say yes, and Ashlyn beat me by like a second.
All right. I would like a history check from Scarlet.
$15.
So the faces are still out of focus, even though she's like right up in the picture, just like looking at the faces. They're still blurry. However, she does recognize the basic shape, the basic traits of these pictures, of these people in the portrait. She recognizes her parents.
Mama? Papa? And she's gonna kind of like bring her hand over the pictures. I'm gonna just continue to look at them.
She hears from behind her, "Now, sweetheart, you know not to climb on the pictures."
Her head's just gonna like swing around, you know, almost give her whiplash. Just her eyes are gonna get real big.
It's such an emotional moment until Leah made that face. Like I was all in until she just goes.
So
I'm so sorry, Ashley.
Is Scarlet just basically an anime character? Like her emotions are just like anime-esque, just like at all times. So I love it.
Okay. Now we're going to turn to our last one. Aster. You're looking down this hallway, and I can't remember, does he have dark vision?
He does.
Sweet. Yeah, you can again see Graciel just like Scarlet could.
Oh, I see where I'm going.
Okay, let's okay, I can't see nothing. What do you mean?
It's okay. Just keep holding on to my hand.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll find you. We'll find your dad.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna move all the way to the end.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Because I've been doing well with those.
Aster, you better take care of this bean, or I swear to John, I am going to bury you.
That is a dirty 20.
Awesome. So yeah, definitely Aster maneuvers pretty darn well through this hallway. And you did well enough that Stitch is not, Stitch is sticking with you. He's not like accidentally moving off to the side and like smacking his own face into the wall. Like he's holding on to your hand like pretty tight. And of course, he is a Leonid, so it just feels like this big fuzzy, and he's still a child, but it's still a relatively big fuzzy paw in your hand.
Yeah.
No. Basically, think of holding Dinah's paw, but like 15 times the size.
And he actually has thumbs.
It's so cute like that. All right. I would like an investigation.
All right. 9.
Well, lucky for you, Stitch got 19. He goes, I think I hear my papa over him.
Well, all right, let's go over there then.
Okay.
I can't.
Shush, let me have my moment.
Sorry. I'm gonna go sit over here so you guys can't.
No, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna learn.
I'm gonna go sit over there so you can hear me on the mic.
All right. So you guys go down to the right, down the hallway. And it takes you a little while, not too terribly long. It almost seems, if you knew what the other hallways looked like, it kind of seems like each hallway got a little bit longer.
Well, we've been walking for a while.
My feet are tired.
It's okay. And I lift him up and I put him piggyback on my shoulders.
Oh.
And as he's like sitting there and he's just he's got his paws on your head and he's just lightly kicking his legs. Okay.
And we keep walking. Do we see anything?
Okay. Aster sees it since he has dark vision. But sorry. Aster sees, once again, just sees a crack in one of the walls at the end of the hallway where there seems to be a little bit of light coming through.
Oi, now what's that?
I don't know where those are.
I see it's like a little, like right there. A tiny little crack of light.
Look. I don't know where to look.
Okay. And I go to take a look.
Yep, sure enough, there's a crack in the wall. It's it's a good like inch or two.
Okay, I just put my eye right up to it.
Roll me a dexterity check.
Oh shit!
Because you still got that lion on your back.
Actually, I'm sorry, not dexterity. Acrobatics.
Oh, dang it.
had to think about that for a second there. I was like, no, wait, it wouldn't be that.
Okay, so that's a dirty 20.
Yeah, so I mean, Aster is standing there and he is like ready to go. And he's like looks in, and then as he does, his hand just whoop. He's like, oh, right. It was dull. The door is wide open now. And as he is standing there looking in, he sees before him a bright city.
Whoa.
Filled with tall buildings. But the streets aren't regular asphalt.
Huh, that's funny. I bend down and I take a look at them. What are they made of?
I'm sorry. I'm imagining him leaning forward and Stitches just puts his paws on the front of his face.
Oh, so I wonder what the streets are made of.
As he's looking at the ground, at the streets, it's something soft. Almost looks like cotton.
Yo, kid, this city's made of cotton candy. And I try to take like a handful to eat.
As you do that, I would like you to make a, let's say, no, it wouldn't be that. Actually, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, crap. Wisdom saving throw, here we go. 4. Because my modifier is a -2.
Yeah, no, you reach down and your hand seems to go through the street.
Whoa. It's not cotton candy.
That's okay. What are you doing?
I just want to see what the streets were made of. It looks like they're made out of some kind of cottony, like see-through material. I thought it was cotton candy, but it's not cotton candy.
What are you talking about streets? It's an empty room.
What do you mean it's an empty room? I'm looking at the city right now.
Okay, you're weird. And Stitch just kind of crawls down off of Aster.
Aster doesn't even notice. He's too busy looking at the city.
Never fucking notice.
Realize who you're talking to.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go look for my papa now. And he goes off and he walks into the room. And you're just watching this kid. You're just watching Stitch as he's walking through, and it looks like he's walking through a city, a bright city with cotton candy streets.
Wait, no, kid, wait. We don't know what's out there. I mean, at least I think I don't know what's out here. I swear I've been here before. Why do I suddenly feel angry?
As you're kind of looking around a bit more, and you start to hear music playing. It's not your kind of music.
Do I recognize it still?
I mean, it's definitely not death metal or anything even close.
What is that? Ugh.
you hear some like nice violin music that's playing, and it's just the most calming, peaceful music. Anybody else?
It is. Okay,
Is it Enya?
Is it
Who
Enya?
can say where the river flows?
Is it Haley Western Raw?
Only then.
Okay, feeling like intense anger just well up. I actually kind of sort of forget about the kid, and I'm just beelining it towards what I think is the source of the music.
You just beeline it past Stitch, and he's just like,
I don't even hear him. I don't notice.
He's still trying to run behind you.
Gosh, fucking same.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay, perception.
You had one job, Aster. One job.
10.
You don't notice it, but you know, like you were probably hearing Stitch like in your subconscious. Now you're not hearing Stitch anymore. I'm just waiting for reactions from others.
He doesn't even notice. He's still going towards where that music's coming from.
Roll me an investigation check to see if he can hear it.
That is a nat 20 for 21.
Yeah, you are like, oh my god, it is down that direction, and what the hell am I seeing there? He is seeing like a whole choir full of people, and they are all just standing there in white robes, and all of them are singing. They've all got these big old white wings hanging out their backs.
No, I refuse. I refuse. I won't stand for this. I won't stand for this. It is trash. It is garbage. It is the same song that we were always forced to sing for all eternity. And I just, without hesitation, I whip out my guitar and I posted a picture of it in the Aster channel in the server.
It's pretty.
And not only do I act okay. Because I've been wanting to do this. I'm first going to cast Prestidigitation to increase the volume of my guitar to maximum, and I would like to rage.
Oh. Keep
going. Let's see what happens.
And then I just let loose with this absolute tyrannical riff. Like on the opposite end of whatever I'm standing on, with the choir on the other hand, and I'm just trying to overpower their singing. Oh, it's faster than that.
You just absolutely start wailing on your guitar, and it's just like doing the head banging and everything, and it takes you a few seconds, but you find that there's no sound coming from your guitar.
I pale and I look at my guitar.
It's fine. There's just no sound coming from it.
I put it right up to my ear and I strum it.
Nothing.
I drop the guitar in front, like, ah!
I have a question for Aster.
I'm so terrified I lost my rage.
I have a question for Aster.
Yes.
What's the name of your guitar?
Oh God, I haven't even thought of that yet.
You're a guitarist and you don't have a name for your guitar?
I will actually give you a few minutes to think about that while we turn things over to Alvaro again.
I don't like
great.
And now we get to find out what Alvaro found.
Okay, so he's wrecking shit. He got a 22 on his strength check, and he's fucking breaking the shit out of that lab.
You guys take your time with all of these other sessions in case you do loop back to me. I'm going to sneak in a shower.
You do that.
Sounds good. Alvaro's he is taking computers and just bam, crashing them off. He's like grabbing chairs and smashing up all the equipment. He even grabs like this metal, the thick, heavy metal table. Yes, I did say heavy metal table. And he absolutely just rips it up and launches it across the room. Papers are flying everywhere as these cabinets are just being busted open by all of his rage that he is just flinging everything around.
He's pissed. He doesn't like it here.
Does he continue raging or does he start looking at anything?
He's going to settle for a second, and he is going to pick up one of the documents. Can he read anything on the document?
Go ahead and do let's say, just trying to think of what I want him to roll. I want you to go ahead and do a sorry, we're going to go ahead and do, and it's going to sound strange at first. I want you to go ahead and do an Arcana check.
Arcana? Okay. That is a 16.
16. The same thing is printed over and over and over again on the paper.
What does it say?
And it says, "It's all your fault. You did it."
He's going to crumple up the paper and he's going to toss it down on the ground, and he's going to like grip at his head, and he's like taking like huge gasps of breath because he's trying to calm down. Is it possible to do a history check of the room to see if he recognizes the room as his?
Go for it.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. He recognizes the room. However, there's something off about it.
Okay. He's going to is it possible to break one of the walls?
Go ahead and do a strength check.
Okay. That's a 13.
13. I mean, you take a good solid swing. You grab a chair and you take a good solid swing, and one of the chair legs lodges into the wall and is stuck.
Oh. Okay, we're getting somewhere. All right. Al is going to notice this. And he is going to attempt another strength check. And he is going to see if he can kick the chair's leg deeper into the wall to see if we'll break a hole, like a solid hole right through.
All right. Go ahead
That
with
is
that.
another 13. Doing it with his heel.
This time he goes to kick it, and it's just that chair is stuck.
Oh,
it ain't stuck. Going no further.
It ain't going any. Okay, so he's gonna not kick it. Let's see. And I'm gonna check my stuff. Oh, I have a crowbar.
What are you gonna do with that crowbar?
I'm gonna hit something with it.
What are you gonna hit with that crowbar?
I don't know yet.
Are you the Joker or are you Jason Todd?
Are you trying to figure out what Al is?
No, I'm making a reference to comics.
Oh,
Those
no,
who
dude,
know
I don't.
Batman will understand.
How dare you?
How dare you say something that I don't know?
The Joker killed one of the Robins with a.
Oh, that's
And then
sick.
when that Robin came back to life as an adult, he used a crowbar as his main weapon to beat up bad guys.
Oh, that's sick. No. Actually,
I just
I
got
don't.
microaggression.
Shit. He's gonna pick up his scythe, and he's going to. You know, like the counter sweep? Like he's gonna sweep everything off of the counter with just the blade of his scythe and just wreck it all. As he's doing so, it's his eyes are like flickering back and forth as if he's fighting with control of himself. No. Hold on. Can I unarmed strike the fucking wall?
Go for it.
Breaking this door down. It's a 19! Let me break the wall!
Are you just like pounding against the wall?
No, I'm
like,
using my scythe to
childish
like.
tantrum rage.
No, I'm using my scythe to just like try and hack through it. Just like trying to like cut into it so it could like break so he can get out. He wants out. Get him out of the room.
I mean, he is chopping at this wall, and the further and further he gets through chopping through this wall, the more he sees that there's just another lab on the other side of this wall. And it looks exactly the same. Almost like it's mirrored
God.
what he's already done.
It's the lab
So that
that
lab's
will
already been
never
destroyed.
end. It keeps
goes
coming
on
back
and
and
on.
back, my friends.
Oh, if that's the case, can he possibly do can he infuse his scythe with acid to see if he can melt the entryway of where he came from?
Go for it. What
Okay.
exactly is he trying to do other than melt the entryway?
He's gonna use acid to. Well, he wants to see if it will stop the mirror image on the other side and see if it will let him back into the hallway.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna use one of my specials, which that will replenish in like 3 days. And he's going to actually pull out of his pocket a vial, and he's going to smash it onto his scythe end. And he's gonna take a huge swing on the entryway door. Does that do anything?
Awesome. As he takes this swing, and acid just absolutely slings off of the scythe and hits the door, you start to hear crackling and popping, and then a fizzling sound. And the next thing that you notice, out of the hole that was just eaten away by this acid, you see sparking.
Oh God, I created a bomb. God, leave the alchemist alone, y'all. Just leave the artificer alone.
No like.
in Al's current state, he really does not give a fuck about the sparking and stuff. He's actually going to plunge his hand in there, and his hand is gloved, and he's going to grab at whatever is sparking. Is it like wires and stuff?
Go ahead and roll me. Actually, I am going to have you roll a dexterity save.
Okay. Fine by me. +0. It's all good. I got a 15.
Awesome. So as Al goes to reach into this hole that's been eaten through the wall, something comes down behind him.
Hell no!
And as he got a 15, he is able to hear just like some kind of whooshing sound from behind him, and he's able to lunge himself forward to make sure not to be hit by whatever it is.
Okay, can he turn around and see what the freak it was?
Absolutely. As he turns around and looks behind him, there's a mirror on the ground.
Oh. Okay.
And he notices something else. The hole in the wall that he had created on the other side that looked into the other lab, it's gone.
Okay. I broke it.
And he is no longer looking at a lab.
Okay.
He's now looking at a blank black room. There is nothing there. There is no destroyed lab and computers. There is no, there's no chair in the wall. There's no papers on the floor, nothing. He sees absolutely nothing else in this room.
Okay. So it's just dark. So it's just pitch black.
Just a dark room.
I swear to God, if he has to fight something, I'm gonna lose my shit. And you know exactly what I'm talking about too, DM. I swear to God, if that happens, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Not yet.
Not yet.
As a fellow DM, you should understand this. The evilness that comes with being a DM.
The power. Ultimate power.
Okay, so now it's just an empty room. It's no longer anything. Where the acid is it still sparking and stuff?
Yes. And you actually hear something else. You hear just the absolute softest little scratching noise.
I don't like this game. Can I do an insight check to see if I know what that is? Or at least where it might be coming from?
Absolutely.
I got a 12. I almost said I got a 9, but I got a 12.
So you can definitely hear that it's coming from behind the wall. You're not sure what exactly it is, but you do hear something else.
I keep hearing more shit. Now we know I'm truly insane. It's a kitty? Oh my God! Okay, so Al immediately after hearing this his eyes are gonna fade from their maroon to blue. So he's back to regular Al, and he's going to keep his sights out, but he wants to go investigate where the sound is coming from.
All right, go ahead and do another investigation check.
It's a 22.
Absolutely. Right next to where you see the sparking, you see it's a little crack in the wall. it's not, there's no light or anything coming through it, but there's a little crack in the wall, almost like two walls that have just come together, or like the sparking is coming from like a panel. So it's like the end of the panel.
Okay. What's in the crack?
Well, are you?
I'm looking in the crack.
You're looking in the crack. You can't see anything in the crack.
I'm looking in the crevice.
It's just two walls.
Just two walls. I'm gonna wedge my blade in it, kind of like a crowbar, and I'm going to use my strength as humanly as possible as I can, because I am a tiny human. And I'm gonna try and wedge it fucking open.
All right.
And that is an 18.
And his is only +2. All right. Yeah, no, you go ahead and you wedge it in there and you pry it. And yeah, the panel that's been sparking like falls over. You see that it's like this circuit board. But then below the circuit board, you see like a little kennel that's been wedged into the space underneath it.
Oh.
And you see two little golden eyes looking up at Al.
Al's gonna crouch down next to the kennel, and he's going to obviously investigate. It's clearly a cat. It's meowing, so he's going to investigate to see if he can actually, you know what, can I do a animal handling check to see if I can like see if it's friendly?
Absolutely. Let's see it.
That is a 19.
Yeah, it kind of sticks its paw out really nicely as you come closer, and it just gently touches your face and just kind of lightly paws at your face and meows again.
All right, this is mine. Nobody else can have it. All of you can fuck off. This is my cat. Al is gonna pop open the kennel and gently open it, pushing the paw back in, so he can open it. And he's going to put his hand out to see if it will come out to him.
This little kitten looks at Al, looks at his hand, kind of just lightly pokes its head out and sniffs at Al's fingers. And then it meows again. And then it's just gone.
Nope, don't like that.
Al then hears another meowing right next to him.
Terrifying. All right, and he's gonna look next to him,
and he sees that same little kitten that's just sat down next to him and kind of paws at his leg.
Wait.
All right.
I have.
Can I see what this cat looks like? Like, is it too dark where I can't see him?
It's pretty dark, but I mean the room is dimly lit at this point, because again, you still got a sparking panel that's sitting there sparking.
So can I see what the cat looks like? Like, is it like a different, like, is it white? Is it orange? Like, what color is it?
It's black.
It's black. Oh, great. Definitely can't see you then. Al's gonna scoop it up in his hands. After setting his scythe down, he's going to scoop it up in his hands, and he's going to lift it as high as he can so he can see it via light. What does this cat look like?
So as Al goes and he picks up this little cat, he picks it up and he notices that there's something kind of weird hanging off of the cat. Does the cat have, how many tails does this cat have?
Yes!
Al has found himself a displacer beast kitten.
Yes!
But yeah. Okay, this is mine. Nobody else can have it. Y'all can screw off. This is my cat. His name is Little Brother from I Broke Carly.
It's just like Nur from Archivist. There is a displacer beast, except Nur is now older.
Yes.
All right, so Al is definitely keeping this little guy. He's literally going to be like, and you're mine now. And he's going to tuck it in his shirt, because he has like a button-up shirt and a long sleeve shirt underneath. So he's gonna tuck it into his shirt and button up and like kind of tie it so that way the kitten doesn't fall out. So it's kind of like sitting in there. And he's just like, yep, and this is mine now. All right. So he's actually gonna talk to it and no, he knows it won't understand. He doesn't have animal. He can't speak to animals. And he's gonna be like, all right, where to next? And he's gonna look down at the kitten. I swear to God, if it blinks out of his shirt, he's gonna be like, oh, I guess I'm not carrying you then.
And you hear this just tiny little meow come from your pocket as it like nuzzles in.
It's my baby.
And then it meows again, and you hear a click.
Oh no. Al's gonna reach down and grab his scythe. He doesn't like that clicking noise, and he's gonna protect this kitten with his life. I've only had it for a minute, but I will kill everybody in this goddamn room and then myself.
Well, go ahead and do one more perception.
One more perception. I almost clicked on performance, and that would have been fun. That is a 22.
Yeah. Al's got his scythe in one hand, and he's got this little kitten all protected in his shirt in the other hand. And he slowly turns around to hear where this clicking sound came from. And as he turns, there's a back door to this room that just opened.
Out of character, Al would totally Pharaoh would run towards the door. Al, on the other hand, is going to walk over and he's going to poke it. Make sure
the door opens.
It opens.
And it would appear that Al is back in the lobby area again.
Can I roll insight to see if that it's actually like the lobby?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, that's a 22 as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, you see everything looks the same. Like,
Okay.
Every single little detail. You're actually coming out from the door that's just a couple mirrors down from where you had gone in.
Okay. Al is going to walk into the lobby and he's going to adjust so the kitten's actually resting on his shoulder so that way he can fix his shirt and look more tidy. And he's going to put his scythe away for right now as he kind of just chills in the lobby alone.
All right, so here's where we will go ahead and turn things back over to Helena, where Helena is sitting in what has been her father's garage, and she knows it to be her father's garage. She remembers this garage. She grew up in this garage. And she is standing there looking at a car with its hood up. She hasn't seen who she's been talking to. And she just asked this figure a question.
What's my mother's name?
Who's your mommy?
Fucking me.
Daddy, what's mom's name?
Darling, your mother's name is June. What's going on?
Okay. I'm gonna play along, and I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna say, well, you let me in here yesterday. I don't really understand what the difference is today.
Darling, we just got this car in. Now, I know it's your favorite, but I got the saw going. I got some parts I got to pull out from here. Sweetheart, you're only 5 years old right now.
I'm gonna run and try and find a mirror.
So yeah,
I thought that's where you were going, but I wasn't sure.
So Helena runs and she goes and she finds a mirror and she looks at herself, and as she's looking at herself, like she looks down at herself and she looks normal as she's looking down at herself, but then she looks in the mirror and there she sees a little 5-year-old Helena.
Don't like that. And oh God, I don't even know what to do in this situation. I'm gonna okay, this is gonna sound really stupid, but bear with me. I'm gonna like grab onto my boobs and be like, are those there? Because that's gonna tell me.
I mean, Helena feels she's literally she's doing the boob check. She's even going back to the check. It's all there. It's all there. But when she looks in the mirror, she's looking at herself and she sees a 5-year-old.
I'm gonna break the mirror.
I'm gonna break the mirror. Oh. Go ahead and do a strength check.
You gotta do a strength check.
What are you gonna use to break the mirror? Just
I'm gonna drop it.
Oh.
But I'm gonna like
it's hot.
Yeah.
You love me, babe.
Oh, that's not my best one of the night. I got a 9.
Got a 9. All right. Well, you go to grab this mirror, and it's actually a pretty hefty mirror. You're just kind of like, well, that's not gonna work. And you hear from behind you, darling, what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna see if I can like actually look at his face.
You turn, and as you go to look at his face, his head is like buried in the front of the car. So all you're seeing is his body. And you remember your dad pretty well. Like, it's his clothes, it's his mannerisms, it's, you know, he's got the wedding band on, you know, he's got his towel sticking out the back pocket, and he goes and he grabs it and he wipes his hands off, puts the towel back in his back pocket, and then starts to go back in and work under the hood again.
Okay. I'm gonna oh shit, what am I gonna do? Because I'm assuming based off of my roles previously, she knows that something funky is going on. Okay. Can I look under the hood?
Absolutely.
Okay. She's gonna like say, Daddy, can I look under the hood? Just take a look. Promise I won't touch nothing.
All right, darling, be real careful.
I'm gonna look under the hood. Do I see anything weird?
As Helena goes to look under the hood of the car, she's looking, she's feeling around. She even kind of like goes to act like she's curious. She's going to like kind of go to touch something. And then she hears another voice from behind her. Darling, your papa just said not to touch that.
No! And then she's gonna stop dead in her tracks. And she's gonna very, very slowly turn and look at who just made that voice. And she's gonna say, "You can't be my mom."
Tom, what on earth is she talking about?
You died when I was 2.
Helena, are you, honey? I made some cornbread and chili. Let's go have lunch.
I'm gonna reach in to the car and I'm gonna rip out something. I'm gonna rip out like a cord or something and I'm gonna smack the mirror.
Go ahead and do a strength check to pull that cord on out of there.
Mama.
Everybody pray for me. I got a 14.
14. So yeah, I mean, it takes a bit of muscling, but you definitely get that cord ripped on out of the hood of that car. And you just, in anger, knowing this is not your mom, I would actually like you to roll a second time with advantage.
This is not my beautiful mom.
Oh God!
This is not my beautiful house.
You fucked me up. I got a 5.
Is that with advantage? That's second roll too?
Oh, with advantage?
Yeah.
That's how I got a 17.
Yeah. You're like, you're not my mama. And just absolutely just boom, smack that wire across that mirror. And as it goes and smacks the mirror is off balance and it tips and it shatters. And not only does the mirror shatter across the floor, but it hits the wall as well as it's going down. And you see sparks coming out of the wall.
What reaction did my not parents have?
I have to turn around and see.
Is
You'll
it
have
very
to look at your
Coraline
not
of
parents.
What'd you say? I'm so sorry.
You will have to look at your not parents.
I'm
to
gonna
see what
turn
their
around
reaction
and
is.
I'm gonna be like, the hell is going on?
You are in an empty garage.
Does it still look like my garage?
It still looks like your garage. It looks the same. There's just no vehicle there anymore. You don't see your father. You don't see your mother.
I'm gonna look around and I'm just gonna say out loud because I know somebody's listening. I'm gonna say, listen, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but this is not funny. And I'm gonna see if I can find where that spark is coming from.
Do it.
What do I have to roll for that?
Go ahead and roll an investigation because you're looking for where it's coming from.
Investigation. I got a 3.
Oh my goodness. Sorry.
Technically, it's a nat 1. So much for my luck.
Yeah, that is true. You hear something else though. Man, the sky is really weird. I need to. And my papa. Papa.
Oh, Stitch.
Stitch?
Is that a greasy lady?
Yeah. Where are you, little dude?
We're at the no, there's a wall. And he's pounding, and it's coming from where the wall, where sparking's coming from. There's a wall, and I can't get through, and I got turned around, and there's a dead end, and now the door is cursed.
Okay, I know I got something for this. Hold on.
My Zoom call is frozen on my end.
No.
So like the stream right
I mean, we
now
can
is
see
just
you just fine.
frozen.
Ew.
Oh no. Oh, what's going on? Why is it frozen?
Is there anything in there that I can use to like tinker a weapon to make like to just blow the wall up.
You want to blow the wall that's
Yeah, I do.
I mean, from what you're seeing around you, there's all kinds of mechanics tools all around you.
Okay. I'm gonna
And I mean, you still have your weapons.
I'm gonna take some boom powder that I have from my satchel, and I'm gonna just smear that on the wall. Okay. And then because I'm using I'm gonna use the right tool for the job, and I'm gonna use my thieves tools because I don't think artisan tools would be very smart for this. I'm gonna magically create like basically a flamethrower out of the blowtorch, and I'm gonna say, Stitch, if you can hear me, back up. And I'm gonna just go for it, Josh. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm just saying that we just got raided by Sir Faffers with 23 people right now, and it's so sad because the Zoom call is frozen on my end, so they can't see us really. We're all frozen while they're raiding us.
Oh no!
So
he was one of the reasons why I wanted to join the Harry Potter team.
It's like I'm so glad that he and I are friends on TikTok.
I know,
but we
it's
don't
so
talk
cool.
to each other.
I'm so sad that Zoom's frozen right now because they can't see how smiley I am right now. It's so sad.
Josh, for the love of all things, quit having ads.
You then subscribe for $5, Pharaoh.
Every time I go to check the stream, advertisement. I'm like, why?
Because you're not subscribed, Pharaoh.
I'm gonna use the flamethrower that I just crafted together, and I'm gonna attempt to blow up the wall with my boom powder that I had in my pack.
Oh no, our Zoom call
Oh no,
broken.
Since I used what's called the right tool for the job, basically it takes a 1 hour preparation, but I don't have to roll for it. Was I successfully able to create a flamethrower after an hour?
Yes, and I'm not gonna make you wait an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna just blow that sucker at the wall, and I'm just gonna scream while I'm doing it. And it's like tears are starting to well up in my face, and I'm just like, that was way too emotional.
And Ash is like just standing there.
Yep.
The flame kind of kicks out a little bit in the flamethrower, and the wall is just absolutely covered in fire. And then it's like pieces start to drop down, almost like the wall is melting.
It's made out of fucking glass. Oh, that's so cool, but at the same time, I hate your guts.
And Stitch just kind of pops his head out like,
and I'm just gonna drop the flamethrower. I'm assuming that it's like melted enough for me to get through. Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna be careful. I don't know if I have to do like a dexterity thing for this or whatever to make sure I don't touch the like probably still magma like hot bit.
Yes, go ahead and do a dex.
Okay. It's like I'm just trying to make it fair. I got a 13. Am I able to get over?
Okay, Leah, you're safe now.
This is adorable.
She was right there.
And I'm
so
just
like,
gonna scoop him up and I'm just gonna give him a big hug.
And he gives her a hug back. Okay, can we go find that papa now?
Yes, we can. Where's Aster? I thought he was supposed to be watching you.
You know, we walked into this dark room and he started talking about the city with cotton candy streets, and then he was like trying to punch the floor. It was really weird.
Huh.
What are you doing in the dark room?
Did you hear anything?
I mean, I heard you talking to yourself.
You didn't hear anybody else with me.
No.
Did you yourself hear anything personally that you would have known, like your parents, that Aster couldn't hear?
Well, yeah, for my papa.
You heard your papa. Was he able to hear him?
No, Aster couldn't hear papa. I had to tell him where I heard papa.
Right now, I'm pretty sure I could infer what's going on. Yeah. Okay. She's gonna be like, motherfuckers playing with our memories. That's cute. And I'm gonna take Stitch and I'm just gonna say, we're gonna go have some fun. Wanna go have some fun and find your papa and your mama?
Okay, Lucy, later.
Okay, but you gotta hold my hand though, and you can't let go. Okay, no matter what you hear.
Okay.
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 And we're gonna and then they're just gonna start walking.
I'm sorry, was that a goat?
No, that
sounded like a goat, but
that's
he's
Leah's cat critter.
He's
Oh my
Look
goodness.
at those eyes.
I wish
Oh
I
my
could see the
God.
eyes. I can't.
You could get
No, you're
leave
okay.
and then come back.
Then the
Yeah.
stream would end and come back.
I'm sorry.
You broke it, Josh. You can't even reload? Like, can you refresh it?
We can see
I
like
don't
we'll
think
be
so.
right back after these messages.
Break
We
time.
could pause.
We could pause. Yeah, so we can do that real
Yeah,
quick and see if I
do
can't
a quick
fix
pause
this.
and just do it. Pausing for technical difficulties.
Yes, we are pausing for technical difficulties. We'll be right
I mean,
back.
it's been going on for 3 hours. Like,
Yeah.
there can't be that much left in this session. Okay, cool. What's up? What's up?
Y'all don't want to see.
Hey, we're
Mama?
fixed.
Yay!
There we go. Oh, I think my background's broken. Hold on.
How do you? There we
Oh,
go.
you see your background?
No,
I can
it's
see.
not. It doesn't have the properties.
Are you talking about in the Twitch?
In the stream, yes. Hold on. Hold on. What's going on here? Why is it not? See, this hat.
Did it do it again?
No, hold on. There we go. Now it's working again. Ooh, technical difficulties. Gotta love that. But we are back.
Oh, there he is. There he is, though.
And we still have 13
Baby
people in
don't
here. Look at that.
count.
People still want to
Look,
stick around.
they're still so amazing to us.
This is awesome. So thank you everyone that was decided to stick around for due to my technical difficulties. I would like to apologize for that. I don't know what happened, but we're back, and our lovely game master, my lovely Leah, will continue on this story and what is happening. So go ahead, babe.
All right. Perfect. So we have Helena, and she is holding on to Stitch's hand. And as they turn to walk out, they hear a click.
You hear that too, buddy?
La. I heard that.
You heard that? They both heard that, so we know that's real. Can I
Well-
tell where the click is coming from?
Go ahead. What's your passive perception?
Let me find. 12.
Well, go ahead and roll perception.
I don't know why that was so hard for me to find. I apologize. I got a 14.
All right. Well, Stitch got a 26. This kid's got perception. Stitch is like, oh, let's from the room that I came from. What's behind us?
From that room that I was just in?
No, the one I was just in. The one you melted the wall and helped me get out of.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go in that room with him.
All right. And he's still holding her hand because she asked him to. And as they walk out, sure enough, there's another door that has opened. And as they look out the door, there's Alvaro standing in the lobby.
Alvaro!
Yes.
I said your name right.
So how do I know it's actually you, Helena, and not?
El Dorado!
There it is.
Doritos.
All right. I guess you're the real one.
Did you see anything from your past?
I don't want to discuss it here.
I'm
Wherever.
asking for contingency. Did you see
No, I
anything
didn't
from your-
see anything from my past.
Okay. So maybe it was just me, Stitch, and apparently Aster. Stop biting your nails.
He shoves the whole hand into his mouth.
I hate Oh my
Um,
god! It's not that type of stream, Evan. Anyway.
All right.
Do we know where Shenron is and where Little Miss is?
Well, I'm assuming since
Where I am?
We already said that because I'm with Stitch. And I said,
Yeah, but I'm not there.
yeah, but I said that Aster also apparently saw stuff. So we have to find him too. But I ain't mentioned
Oh.
the other ones
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Calm your tits.
I am calm.
they are calm. But I'm assuming through one of those 3 doors. Could always try and break them.
I mean, I could go back and get my flamethrower.
Did you take a flame float?
It took me like an hour, but I was able to make one. Listen, I saw some things I don't really want to talk about, and then I kind of crashed a mirror, which in turn crashed onto the wall, and then I heard little Stitch's voice here, and long story short, I put all my boom powder on the wall, and I basically made a flamethrower, and then I just melted the wall, which is very weird because it was brick.
Did you make
I have
so
boom
many
powder because I have a rifle.
You mean gunpowder?
It's boom powder.
Gunpowder. Say it with me now. Gun.
Boom powder.
Oh my god. Alright. Anyways, you melted the wall and you found Stitch and now you're here. Correct?
Which makes no sense because it was made out of brick. So it's like, how does brick melt? Brick can only melt if it's not if it's in like over 170 degrees. But I don't think that this was that hot. It was hot enough to maybe heat, I don't know, and melt like glass or something.
Stitch just like tugs on Helena's hand and is like, I think she's trying to talk now.
Oh, my bad.
Helena, I'm pretty sure it wasn't brick. I'm pretty sure you melted one of the mirrors. In this case, it seems to be kind of robotic in a sense. I did happen to break into one by melting it with the same-ish technique, and it caused sparks and there was wiring. So maybe it's...
You said that there was wiring?
Yes, there's wiring within the mirrors, in the walls. Well, no, I was led back here, but if you want me to, I could break one of the walls again.
Yeah, do that, because I want to see what the wiring looks like.
Okay.
While they are trying to do that, we are actually going to keep things rolling here, and we're going to switch back over to where Shenron is. Where we are turning back to Shenron, where he is standing in the middle of this forest, looking at the back of a pixie with green wings and auburn hair that's flowing down her shoulder, and she's just kind of running her fingers through her hair.
Yeah, and just kind of to reiterate what happened last time, Shenron looked at her suspiciously, because he knows of the circumstances of where she should be, and it's not here. He keeps his moonlit scimitar a little bit up, a little bit down, because he's hoping that he's wrong, but his gut's telling him he's not, with some concern upon his face, and he just goes softly, just saying, Amma? Amma, is that you?
How could you?
What?
How could you? Oh shit! Oh, there we go. Now
Yeah.
You can hear me.
Yeah.
How could you?
What? There's nothing.
You left me.
No, you were taken.
Did you forget me?
I haven't forgotten you for decades. You're always on my mind. I've tried looking for you.
What about her?
What about who?
The other one.
Both of you didn't deserve what happened to you. I've been trying to find a way to get you both back.
I thought I was your only one.
Ouch! Ow! My heart!
And as Shenron is standing there, having just heard this woman ask him if she is really his only one, the forest goes dark.
Oh, fuck.
You screwed up, Shenron. What the hell?
I thought you would just want me to be loved and loved still.
Hell no!
Not everyone's supposed to end up like Leroy Jethro Gibbs, okay?
Alvaro, check your DMs.
Alvaro, check DMs.
You're gonna do this to my poor boy? My poor 150-year-old boy?
Got this. Alright. Got this. Hold on. I got it. Yes, Shenron. What about me?
Oh, fuck. And Run, like, hears voices coming from and, like, turns with his moonlit scimitar and looks to see if that voice is truly who he thinks it is.
I love the popcorn.
Drama!
The tea is thick.
And as Shenron turns around, he sees a petite human with long pink hair, but she too is turned away from him.
That's a type. Small.
Well, I would like to point out that this petite woman has no titties, and Alma does.
Can
You
confirm.
can't see them right now.
Can't see them right now. Can't confirm. And so Shenron sees her and is just going, but neither of you can be here. You were both taken.
Did you forget about me too?
Never. I never forgot about either of you. You've both been on my mind since the days you were taken. You helped me try to find her. To find an answer as to how to get her back, and by doing so, I lost you too, and I have not stopped searching for either of you.
And why haven't you found me?
God,
By the way,
I did not know this was gonna happen this soon.
Just so we're aware, this is actually what Cherry Lou sounds like in the RP server as well.
Such a bean.
A heart.
And as Shenron is standing there, completely in the dark, as he tries to reach out for this small pink-haired woman, she fades.
I'm a ghost, bitch.
Perfect.
This was intense, and then it wasn't.
Wait, they weren't, Josh, it wasn't intense. They weren't camping.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. You 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 shut the fuck up.
Evan, you only need to say it once.
No, he's got to say it multiple times.
For all the times I had to live through that shitty ass pun.
That's fair.
Meanwhile, while we're not intense,
Oh my god.
So
Shenron just sees her fade, and it's just having flashbacks of what it actually looked like when she was taken, and he's just going, no, not again. I'm not letting them both leave this time, and just goes to turn and try to hold on to Amma. At least he can try to save his first love.
But as he turns around, she is not there. And the forest that he stood in is consumed in fire.
Shenron just yells, "No!" and tries to use his draconic ice cold breath to put out the fire around him.
Anybody else imagining the dragon from Lord of the Rings or whatever? And he's like, "My gold, bitches!" Yeah.
Smaug.
Smaug. Well,
He's just like, "Ah!"
well, Shenron is a paladin of vengeance. So
Just kind of
right
hot
before, so right before Shenron uses his ice breath, he hears another voice.
Oh, can I roll investigation?
Hold on. They're mine. And that's all it says.
Oh, Shenron's even more pissed at this point. Which, hold on, let me see what I got here.
I just want to say, this got real way too quickly.
If only you guys knew more of the backstory.
Y'all aren't gonna like Al's backstory. It's so. I'm gonna.
Well, I mean, I think it's gonna hurt Carly and Pharaoh a bit, Shenron's, just because it's personal to their characters.
I mean, Amma's my baby.
Shaylu, it was my first like D&D character, dude.
Yeah.
I wanted to make the green fairy since I learned about that. I was like, oh, I really want to make a character like this.
So could I use my divine sense one more time to see if it is who I think it is?
You go for it.
So I use my divine sense specifically to see if it is that fiend.
You sense nothing.
Oh dang.
So
I thought I was.
No. So Shenron knows that it's not, that this has to be some kind of illusion, but he truly doesn't give a F at this moment. He just wants to release his anger. So he does use his ice breath just to kind of, at this point, really just to kind of release the anger and frustration that is built up within him. All around the room. Just
all around, just
yeah, pretty much. Because he has something that can break up the ice if need be. That's fine. But he just needs to let off some steam in a very, very cold manner.
So Shenron just absolutely unleashes all of this ice breath all over this forest. And as he does so, he starts to hear cracking and breaking and even shattering. And it all goes dark again for him. Everything except his scimitar, which begins to illuminate the room again.
Mm-hmm.
And as he looks around, there is shattered glass everywhere. And on one side of the room, he sees something sparking from the wall.
Can I go and investigate the sparky spark?
Absolutely.
Sparky
Do
spark.
an investigation check.
That is the dirtiest of 20s.
Sweet. Shenron goes over and just sees this sparking from the wall. And he sees it looks like an access panel.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just sparks coming from this access panel. But then he kind of hears something.
All right.
There's something just padding.
Oh God, is it who I think it is? Is it who I think it is?
Is it the man?
Shenron's gonna use his own crowbar. That he has.
The crowbar comes back around.
Y'all are monsters.
Hold on. Must be right back.
Must.
No, that's not who he sees.
Oh.
I'm so tired.
Almost.
I've been staring at Carly's shirt this whole session, and in the most polite way, thinking it says Lucky Charms, it says Loki Charms this whole time, and I'm just like,
Frosted.
I frosted Loki shirts.
I literally just been sitting here like, does that say Loki or Lucky? I can't tell.
I do have a Lucky Charm shirt that I almost wore today, but then I was like, this is cuter.
All right, Shenron,
Fair.
go ahead and do what you were gonna do.
Shenron goes and takes his crowbar and just shoves it in there and just using his muscular physical body just goes and just like it tries to in one sweep motion just like open up where the noise is coming from.
Go ahead and do a strength check.
Alrighty. Strength only a +2, but you know what? I've been rolling pretty. Haha, that's a 3. Can I try again?
So the first time he tries it, he's like, but he just barely actually got it in. So like as he tries to wedge it, he smacks himself up against the wall because the crowbar hadn't actually gone into the access panel.
So I pull up my hammer to be able to like put it in there and then just like hit it in and then do it again.
Go ahead.
Do another strength check.
Yes.
Again, a 3. You know what? Can I use my real dice for this?
You know what? Since you used the hammer to get the crowbar in, I will let you roll one more time, and we'll say this was advantage.
Thank freaking Lord! I rolled my actual dice because I was like, "This is BS." That's a 21.
But yeah, Thursday, so Critical Role is going on.
Oh.
So as Shenron pries the access panel, and it's a full access panel, like it's a full wall access panel.
Yeah.
Out pops
Gaia!
It's Gaia!
There is a little white owl bear that just rolls out. It just kind of sits there.
The baby! I would like to see the baby!
I would just like to say that little brother is cuter, thank you. Flicks hair.
So much shade.
That was a lot of shade.
There was no need for that shade. Gaia is bean.
Yeah, but little brother, 10 times cuter. He's got 6 legs. What does Gaia have?
I'm gonna call this one Lil Bro, and I'm gonna call this one Grape.
The Gaia's white. He's not purple.
I will call you Snowball.
Oh, that's adorable. Gaia is Bean, and so Shenron just like looks down and sees him and just picks him up and looks at him in the eyes like this and holds him just like this and just goes. Guess I gotta take care of 2 orphans now. You're mine. And he just he thinks about it for a moment and goes, You're a little owlbear, aren't you? A little Arctic owlbear. I'll name you Gaia. And just puts him in his arm. And Gaia, by the way, in Draconic, does mean bear. Because he's an owlbear. For those who didn't know that. Oh, critter meow. I heard the critter meow.
And as Shenron goes and puts Gaia in his jacket, he hears a click.
Oh. I go over and to investigate to see where the click is coming from.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
That I can do. Haha, 22.
Before we left.
Yeah, definitely. Pretty much the second you turn around, you see that there has been a panel in the wall that has opened up.
Alright, so I go through that door, and as he's going through the door, he just thinks in his head, like, okay, so I got this one orphan, now I gotta find the child. as he's giving Gaia the good scritches. Them good
and as Shenron steps out of the door, he sees Alvaro and Helena standing there. Alvaro is looking in his pocket at this little black kitten in his pocket. Helena's standing there with little, Stitch's hand in hers, and Stitch kind of looks at her and goes, I found something funny in the room I was in. I don't really know what it is, so you can have it. He hands her what looks like a vest. And actually, Shenron has something very similar. It's a Kevlar vest. Although for Helena, it would be mithril chainmail.
It's the mithril chainmail.
Yeah! Oh. Well, this should come in handy. Go put on the vest.
Shenron,
I'm gonna say now I got 3 layers.
I am competing with you right now for someone's favorite character. Watch out, bruh.
What? Who? What? What? Where? What?
You don't get to know. Someone said that they like you and Al and little brother, and I'm competing with you for favorite character spot. They're chilling in the stream and they've been messaging me.
Oh, they're chilling. They've been messaging you all in the stream.
Oh gosh,
that's
funny.
adorable.
So my dumbass just took it away from my inventory in my tired state.
Did you take away?
Hold on, just there it is.
Are you
I was
adding
gonna say
the
it should be
vest?
fairly easy to find.
Yeah, I was like, I'll just add it. It's fine.
So is your character sheet public? Can we see what vest you just got?
Yeah, it's called Mithril Chainmail.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's very light and flexible, and basically gives me an armor class of 16. So it gave me 3 extra points to my hit DC.
Yeah. Little baby owlbear, it's so cute.
Do. I would like to see the baby. Holds up Gaia. Do.
Fuck no, you don't get to claim him as baby, because guess what? We have another baby and his name is little brother. For one, you don't get to claim that title until he can freaking prove it.
He's
All right.
I will fight you.
So now with
Baby
those
off.
3 stories done, we're going to get our last 2 done here. So we're going to look back over to Scarlet. And where we left Scarlet, she was looking back at the 2 people that were standing behind her looking up at the picture. And as she looks down on them, she can't make out their faces again. She knows her mother's voice. She knows how her father stands and holds himself. But she can't quite make out their features. And as she's standing there looking at her parents, she hears a loud crash.
She's gonna look around trying to find it where the crash came from.
Okay, go ahead and do her passive perception works just fine. We'll just let that we'll just let her passive perception stand for now. So yeah, as she looks around, she's, she looks up, she looks around, and then she turned her head to look to the side again, and she sees just somebody, basically a butler who had been carrying hors d'oeuvres had dropped the tray on the floor.
She's gonna what is she gonna do? She's gonna go. She's gonna scurry across the ceiling and drop down in front of the butler.
Sorry, little creeper child. So she scurries over and she drops down. And the butler just kind of tilts their head at her.
No face.
No face.
Where's your face?
The butler bends down, picks up the tray, and then turns and walks away. And Scarlet again hears the, "Are you my mummy?"
She's gonna look around and see if she can find where that's coming from.
She looks around, and through all of the noise from the party and everything like that, she can tell that it's coming from behind the kitchen doors, or where the butler came out from, which would assume to be the kitchen.
Well, she's gonna go to the kitchen.
All right. As she goes and opens the door into the kitchen, she actually finds that she's not looking at the kitchen. She is looking once again at the ballroom, except it doesn't look the same. She's looking around inside this ballroom, and it seems less lively. There's no party music going on. And it seems somehow gray.
She's gonna try and go back.
She is able to turn and look around behind her, but that ballroom is now the kitchen.
corpses.
And she hears again. Are you my mummy? This time it's coming from further in the ballroom.
She's gonna move towards it.
And with this, even with her dark vision, the room still seems a bit dull. But she does see something small, sitting on the floor. And actually, from what she can see, there are two things sitting on the floor. And she hears a different voice. I love you.
She's gonna look at him for a second, kind of tilt her head, and pause for like half a second, and then pick one up.
As Scarlet reaches down and picks one of these objects up, she sees that it's a doll. It's one of those old, creepy porcelain dolls. It has lost the eyelid on one side, so it's just got the eyeball staring at her on one side, and the other eyelid is one of those ones that actually has like the self-closing. When you tilt it one way, the eyelid closes. And if you remember Rugrats at all, the Cynthia doll that has patches of hair missing and the other patches of hair that are still there just kind of sticking out in all kinds of different directions. And the doll looks at her and just goes, I love you.
No.
You're fun.
Arrow now feels the pain that we all felt in the one shot.
It's not even pain. It's more of my kiddo has dolls, and now I'm gonna have nightmares because she actually has legitimate dolls, and I'm gonna see it, and I'm gonna be like,
you're just gonna see
fucking
the
D&D.
dolls, and you just see them go, "Are you my mummy? I love you."
I love you.
Me. Thank you.
He's gonna pick the other one up.
And that one is actually dressed in more of a army green jacket and pants. And it's got a gas mask on its face.
No! Are you actually doing it? Oh, you suck.
And this is the one that says, are you my mummy?
No. No. Just no. Just no. You know what? No. We don't need to. We don't need to do this.
She's gonna hold them and then look around and try to see if there's another door somewhere.
There are a few other doors. However, there's a hand that comes down and grabs her shoulder. Child, it's time to go.
Go. Go. Go where?
Why, yes, it's time to find your new home.
No.
Get wrecked, dude. We ain't going home.
I'm sorry.
My toys now.
I'm sorry, but you don't have a choice.
She's gonna run.
She literally just went yeet.
Fuck you, I have a choice.
That's
I
my
have the
first
choice to
response
yeet.
for everything. Just eat.
Yeet. All right, well, so Scarlet just absolutely takes off running. And as she's doing so, everything in the room just keeps getting darker and duller until even with her dark vision, she can't see anything. And she hears another voice. But this one is not one she recognizes. This one, and I wish I could get my voice even half as deep as this, but basically just think, Idris Elba. And says, oh, did you get lost in the mirrors as well?
Is that Aster? Aster, where did you come from?
Aster, where did you come from, and when did you start sounding like Idris Elba? No, this is not Aster.
I don't know. Maybe. She's just gonna kind of try to look around, trying to see anything.
As she goes and starts to look around, everything gets bright again. And behind her is standing a very tall, very muscular adult Leonid. Babe's just like,
Aslan? You want to hear about our Lord and Savior, the Sphinx?
Liam Neeson?
wrong one. Wrong one. So the Leonid looks down at her and goes, do you know my son Stitch?
The little one? On my size?
Yes, the one your size.
Uh-huh.
Do you think if I can get us out of this room, you can help me find him again?
Maybe. I don't know. I could try.
I'm guessing that's the clearest answer I'll get from you. And he just punches the wall and rips out a bunch of wires. And you hear the click and a door opens.
To the door.
Scarlet just goes yeet once again to the door. And as Scarlet and the adult Leon exit out into the lobby once again, Stitch runs over and goes, Papa, you're here. Oh, that's so good to see. And the adult Leon picks up Stitch and just kind of puts him over his shoulders, and Stitch is all bouncy and happy and he's smiling. We will turn to our we will turn to our last but most, yes, Shenra.
we should probably end soon because
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay,
here. That's what
perfect.
I'm trying to do here. We are turning to our last but most certainly not least character of the night, Aster, who is standing wide-eyed and freaked the fuck out that he hears no sound coming from his guitar, and he's just.
By the way, while I was in the shower, I decided on a name for the guitar.
yes.
Aster named his guitar Strudel.
That is the best name. Shut the hell up. That's amazing. You know what? Hashtag Team Strudel.
Team Strudel.
Well, because he likes Strudel and he likes his guitar.
I do have one little. It's on campaign note, but this question: how thick is Stitch's dad? Because if he's pretty thick, can we name him Bubba?
Oh, I was gonna say, I forgot that Stitch is a freaking mouse creature, and I almost said, no, can we call him Daddy?
Leonid.
He's a lion.
He's a lion.
He's a lion, so I can't call him Daddy because he's legal. Josh, quit looking at me like that.
I love you, but you make me question things sometimes.
Oh my god. You don't know the half of it, Josh.
Farrell,
anyways, come on. We got it's late.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So Aster is just standing there and he keeps strumming at the strings and there is no sound coming out.
He just kind of falls to his knees, just utterly distraught.
He feels a gentle hand on his shoulder. Why are you crying?
I instantly turn up to see who it is.
All he sees is just this absolutely shining figure, wings coming out the back once again. He can tell, but it sounds like a female's voice. And their hand is just gently set on his shoulder, warming presence.
Aster just whacks the hand away, and then he just stands up on his own 2 feet. Oh, shut up. You never cared.
Why would you think we never cared?
You never stopped him when I was sent out.
Oh. Whoever said it wasn't the best thing for you.
See, there you go again. Why? Literally, it's the same thing every day. Same thing every day. You have no independent thought.
And were you happier?
I just wanted to explore something new, and was that any reason for me to be sent out?
Well, would it have been better if you stayed? You know you wouldn't have been able to pursue your dream.
It would have been better if I had the chance to stay and actually explore things here. Maybe show something new to everyone.
Everyone here is stuck in their ways, as you said.
And I want
What
to
makes
try
you think
and
they
fix
want
that.
to hear anything else?
Wait, did my plot rouse you out of bed?
Yeah.
So,
by the way, if you heard, I named the guitar Strudel.
I kind of heard that brushing my teeth.
So why would you want to stay here if you want to explore something different and we're all stuck where we are?
Because I wanted to share it with everyone.
Well, maybe you have a more appreciative audience where you are now.
Yeah, but he could have just shown me that I would have had a chance down there. Father didn't have to banish me.
How very Devil's Carnival of you. Sorry.
Daddy issues up the yin yang.
That's why he loves Al.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure everybody in this campaign has some kind of daddy issues.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Everyone actually had a pretty decent childhood at the church.
I mean, yeah, that's the same.
Al actually had a decent childhood.
I made Al my dad.
The figure looked at. Who's your daddy?
Ow!
If you can't have your own daddy issues, store-bought is fine.
Somebody put that on a goddamn t-shirt.
You know what? Screw Team Gaia, screw Team Shenra, screw Team Alvaro, it is Team Aster.
It's Team Aster all the way.
Sure.
Freaking way. So, as Aster is looking at this figure, and he is just frustrated as all get up. The figure looks at him, and the shine fades just enough for Aster to make out facial features. Go ahead and roll a history check.
All right.
We have a person freaking out about the daddy issues, and they're laughing so hard.
History, you said, right?
Yes.
Five.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you think you maybe recognize them? You can't really tell. It's a person, all right. They have a nose. They have eyes. They have a mouth. They are very they're feminine features. But now that you see them, you're not quite so sure this is a woman anymore.
Tilda Swinton from Constantine.
I was like, it's the Angel Gabriel.
And
I'm sure wasn't dropped at some point. Just the memory portion of the brain just got affected a little bit. Aster's our favorite.
He's baby.
Hashtag Team Aster for life.
And this figure holds something out to Aster.
He was waiting patiently for me to return.
It is something, well, Aster never necessarily thought that he would see. He recognizes it. And to anybody else, it would look just like a normal guitar pick. However, this one
is Satan's tooth.
You really chose the pick of destiny as your freaking item?
Actually,
Bruh.
no.
This is not the greatest song in the world.
If we ever get to the BB, I hope we finish this campaign, because if we do get to the BBEG, I will turn to Al and I'll just go, there's just no way that we can win. He is an epic beast. He rocks too hard because he's not a mortal man.
Yes, and I will sing the other parts. Don't worry. I got you.
This is
I do apologize, Leah. Please.
All right. So, anyways, what has actually been handed to Aster, and I do have to actually make this, it's a homebrew item.
Oh.
it is a pick. However, it allows him to basically use Thundershock. At a much higher level. It's basically amp your Thundershock without having to actually be enraged. And it is actually sparking with lightning sparks coming off of this pick.
You've been thunderstruck.
Al's voice just in the back of Aster's head. Don't put it in your mouth.
Roll Constitution.
Roll a Constitution check right now.
Also, he's just like twitching his eyes. He's just...
No, it's more like his tongue just gets numb and
It's a 15 for Constitution.
Oh my god.
Dang it, that would have been hilarious. Just walking out like, oh god,
I'm kind of sad he didn't fail because I want that to happen.
It's kind of like that thing from Sonic the Hedgehog where he puts the quill to his mouth and he just goes like, ooh.
So righteous. And
then I strum my guitar with it.
And it booms.
At that very moment, the moment I hear that music, just for an extra show, not just to like prove to myself, but also to just show them that, I'm my own person, but I'm not going to forget how you sent me away. The moment I strum that chord, I activate Necrotic Shroud. And before this other angel's eyes, Aster's skin goes from a normal Caucasian complexion to completely pale snow white. Tears of black run down his eyes and form into a skull makeup design. And then a pair of black, misty skeletal wings come out of his back. And he also grows like half a foot taller. And as a tribute to Kiss, his tongue is now twice as long.
I'm just imagining Family Guy now with jeans, his tongue just going, no, get out here. I forgot he was a fallen Asimar. I just thought Aster was a human. So like, as you're describing that, I'm like, wait. So I just had to go to your character sheet, double check. I'm like, right, you are a fallen Asimar.
Did people think I was a barbarian when Al was like raging about the lab?
I didn't know.
No, there's raging and then there's being creepy.
Yeah, I did.
Al was being creepy.
I was just in my head. I just thought like you just have some sort of like Jekyll Hyde thing going on. So it was just like.
All right, so we're gonna get this finished up so that we can all go.
Aster just kind of looks at the pick in his necrotic form and he just goes, "I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna forgive." And he just like pockets the pig, turns around, and walks away with like a flap of his like black smoke wings.
And as Aster turns around, he notices that in what used to look like this beautiful city, it's now an empty room, except the walls are all sparking because he completely destroyed that room.
They couldn't hear my tasty riffs.
And by the way, I love that it worked out this way because not only did he doesn't hear a click because he blew that freaking wall out. And everybody's just kind of everybody's out in the lobby just kind of like.
Before they have a chance to notice, I quickly dispel Necrotic Shroud and I go back into human form.
Al immediately is going to greet Aster and he's gonna walk up to him and he's gonna be like,
"Hey, Al,
teach me to do that."
Well, it doesn't seem that hard. I mean, you just gotta play loud.
Can I have Shenron like just be like dusting off Scarlet just to make sure that that the dust that's just blew onto her is just like knocked.
You found the others. Greasy girl, tiny creepy girl, kidnapper.
I am not a kidnapper.
Yeah, we found kidnapper before
I
so.
am not a kidnapper.
And Stitch is just sitting on his dad's shoulder.
You found your dad, little dude. It's my chest.
And the big Leonid is just kind of standing there, and he's just kind of like,
Team Bubba.
No, this is not Bubba.
No.
I have a plan for Bubba later.
Wait, what?
This is not Bubba.
Wait, what?
This is not Bubba.
Hashtag Team Daddy Lion. I simp. I
Team
simp so hard.
Mufasa.
Team Mufasa.
Team Aslan. Aslan actually lives. I'm sorry.
Link is like freaking out in the Discord right now. He's like, kidnap me!
I am not a kidnapper.
He thought Aster was fucking dope as shit. He says, dang Aster, go off. I love that.
All right. So I'm going to do one more thing, and then we're going to close out the session.
Perfect.
Brawler looks around, or the Leonid looks around at everybody. The father Leonid looks around at everybody. And he pulls a card out from his jacket pocket and holds it out for one of you to take.
I go and I take the card.
On the card, you see that it says Rawler. Yes, Rawler. It says Rawler.
I'm instantly like right up against Shenron's back, looking over his shoulder, like, what's it say?
You would have to stand up pretty tall.
He like spider climbs.
Scrambles onto your back, like, what's it say?
I'm about to say,
He pulls
Shenron's
a Scarlet.
7'5" and 350 pounds of muscle.
He pulls a Scarlet and like scurries up. What's going on?
Like whispering in your ear.
Hey, little mama, it's baby. Free real
It's free real estate.
He looks around, and then he looks back at, he looks kind of up at Stitch on his shoulder and goes, you really thought that worked for him, huh? Yeah, I think they're good too. They could help. Yeah, I think they could help.
Oh.
I slowly climb off of Shenron's back.
Rawler. Rawler looks at the group and goes, there's something dark going on. And evil seems to have gathered.
Well, like right here in this hall of mirrors? Like, where is it?
Aster!
Can Shenron give Aster a gib slap?
Yes, do it.
Shenron,
Strength check.
Not enough to
Strength check.
hurt, but just enough to give like a wake
right.
call, just like
Fine.
Fine.
What?
Alvaro's gonna step up to the lion and the mouse. Peep.
They're both lions.
Oh, he looks like a mouse in the photo you sent.
he's a lion cub.
So I
A
was
Leonid
sitting
cub.
here like, did he adopt the mouse?
Oh, he's a Leonid cub.
Oh yeah, he does not look like a lion.
It's because he
looks
doesn't
like a
have a
mouse.
mane.
Ears.
He has no
No,
mane.
his ears.
He don't have no mane yet.
He just has really big ears, so I thought he was a mouse. Anyways, I'm walking up to them. And he's going to what do you mean by team?
Cinder creeping over your shoulder.
I know, can you see her?
Eyes flicker in.
You all get a cat butt.
Okay, booty. All right. Stitch is like sitting there. He's kind of bouncing on his dad's shoulders, and he's like, "We had lots of times, but They went missing.
Missing.
Missing
Yeah,
in what way?
they ran out to
Uh-huh.
see if they could find the the leader of the bad guys, and then they got lost.
I'm pretty good at finding things.
Yeah, so I thought you could help.
Stitch, can you tell me who the bad guys are?
Or I don't know that.
I just imagine the whole team like do that anime just with like the 3 lines
Yeah.
just go over all our heads, just go.
Yes.
And Roller looks at everyone and goes, "It's been all demons." And that is where we will end our session tonight. Because it is late as for us, and we've been playing for 4 hours.
Okay.
4 hours, and we didn't take any breaks besides the technical difficulties one, and that took like 2 minutes. And I'm
I
like,
took a shower.
I took a shower. I did the dishes while we were doing this. I was like, I gotta do the dishes, so I ran the dishwasher.
I did not intend for it to take that long, but some of the adventures took a little bit longer than I was expecting, and I'm like, "Damn."
It happens.
It's all good. But another
Have a
blue
good night,
queer
Scarlett.
says this is so good, y'all.
My heart's
Good night.
racing, so I gotta.
Yeah, go get
Okay,
some
good
rest. Love you, little one.
rest.
Yes.
I'm logging off as well. I need
Yep.
sleep
But
But
too.
yeah, so we're
Good
gonna end
night.
this session. Thank you to everyone who came by and stopped by. A thank you
Thank
to
you,
Sir
everybody.
Feppers for the raid. Y'all have a wonderful night. We'll see y'all later.